Right, welcome back. Good evening. We are down a couple of players this week. Haywood is away, and so is Weaver. So we shall be finding out what happens to them as they get in. But yes, picking up from where we left off last week, the party got into a lot of trouble, splitting themselves, trying to find the famous Horwood House. Where did you hear from it, Dave? Do you remember? Did I just tell you?
It was when we went to Padbury.
Oh yeah.
And I used my local knowledge.
Yes, I did, and I did tell you about it. Okay, so yes, a local country manor, which you looked to scout out for as you tried to find more space. Because I think we counted there was probably about 10 with everyone in about 10 people that were trying to stay in the little hall down in Winslow. So heading out in separate parties, Lieutenant Bradley Graves made his way out in the night, stumbled into a slow shambling group along the country road towards and hunkered down. The rest of the guys waking up and taking the car out in the morning to follow the same direction, and meeting him at the point where the shambling horde had made it about 50 metres up the road during the night, causing you to split. Lieutenant Graves made his way into the field, having a muddy, bogged-down fight with 4 zombies in total, I think 3 face-to-face, and coming out on top, luckily, some would say, me included. And a bit of excellent driving from Dylan, for once, to split a bit of the pack, knock one zombie onto the bonnet of the car, and then subsequently throw him into a bush, honk the horn, and draw the horde away from Lieutenant Graves as he ran his way through the fields towards Horwood House, with the rest of the party making their way into Horwood itself, the small town. And that's where you parked up the car, went for a little bit of investigation. I think fumbled your way into one house where there were no shotguns, unfortunately, as much as you liked to look. And then on inspecting a small corner shop, setting off an alarm, causing a panic and a need to kind of evacuate the area, as I say, as 2 groups of zombies. One that came from the way you originally came from the road into Horwood and kind of passed by your car, meaning that actually getting hold of the vehicle was going to be too difficult. And then the other group coming from the opposite direction, which was towards where the medical centre was, kind of turning around, forcing you in one route, which was to approach Horwood House from the north. So Lieutenant Graves is making his way from the south, and the rest of the party was coming in from the north as they fled from a group of zombies. I think 2 or 3 of you noted that there may have been some movement in one of the houses, the larger retail blocks that were inside Horwood as well, as this all occurred. So we shall get into... I think I'm going to go straight into the map, because it's the best way of working out where we're going to go. So, Lieutenant Graves, we'll start with you. You approach... Oh, fuck, I'm going to have to stand up. And we'll use cams when we need to zoom in and find out. You approach from the south. So you are in, you've come from the farmland, over a fence, into the wooded area. And it's not a super dense wood, but it's fairly dense wood, which makes its way up into the house as you are kind of creeping towards your destination. The rest of the party you don't know about, but I've got their own things to deal with in the north. So I suppose we'll start with you, and we'll do a bit of backwards and forwards. You've made your way over a fence. You can see kind of up ahead of you through the trees and the brambles, and this whole area is just it's still spring, so there's some debris on the floor, but it's not like this heavy leaf cover on the floor. It's fairly muddy underfoot, and you can see across the kind of the different sized trees and foliage, and in front of you, your destination of Horwood House, the rear of Horwood House as you look at it. So kind of over to you. You've jumped the fence. You're there. Your house is in front of you. What would you like to do in approaching the house, surveying the house, running away from the house?
Run away? No. Yeah, so try and like slowly approach because I presume that there'll be other people local that would have made it out of the camp and would have had a similar idea to myself. So probably look to try and get to like one of the logs that's closer to the house just to try and peer in through the window to see if I can see any signs of activity.
Okay, cool. Can you give me a perception check? As you...
I can indeed. Oop. Not off the desk. I rolled a 20.
Oh, very nice. You rolled a 20.
Yes.
You bastard. Okay, so as you're creeping up towards and kind of picking the tree to tree, taking it slowly, keeping yourself crouched, can you give me a stealth check as well, whilst I just set this up?
15, 16, 17, 18.
18. Perfect. Oh, good. Yeah. So, as you peer up towards... right, and if I've done this correctly, I should be able to move the camera wherever the hell I want, because I've weighted it down like a beast. Cool. So you are approaching from the south. As you look up and you're making your way slowly towards, you note 3 people around the back of the house. Seem to sort of be milling backwards and forwards. One of them kind of leant up against the wall at the back. The minis have guns, but they do not have guns, as you notice. They have weapons, though. Different forms of bats or other armaments, clubs, pipes, whatever's there. No guns that you note. But they all have some weapons, and you can see the 3. One hanging out on the backside here, where there's kind of a small pathway up into like a little garden area. Maybe there's a little bench there. One at the back of the house where there's 2 windows, and you can see one on the far corner who's kind of looking out in towards the forest area.
I'll probably just trying to think. I'll probably approach. One of the just kind of now I've kind of scoured that there's 3 of them there. Approach kind of unthreateningly, so kind of hands up almost.
Yeah.
And just kind of walk through the wood as if I've kind of just arrived.
Okay, cool. So start.
Dylan and Matt's stuff's still up on the map screen, by the way.
Yeah, that's okay. That should be fine. Because as long as they don't.
Yeah.
It's the other screen's a problem. Cool. So you make your way up, hands up, as you come towards him. At this point, how far would it be? Okay. So only when you as you're stepping up, you kind of you get the feel that although you've got your kind of hands up and you're walking slowly, they're not clocking you yet. And it's almost as you get towards kind of this area here, you notice that still no one's quite seen you in your slow approach. Have you said anything, or are you just walking up kind of hands up, kind of unthreateningly?
Probably as I get like closer to the guy, closer to one of them, probably the guy in the middle as such. I'll just like, hello?
Okay.
Can any of you help?
Cool. So the call out, you see, startles the man as if almost he was like half asleep, not really paying that attention. And he's got a baseball bat in his hand, and he kind of just readies it quickly and goes, "Who are you?"
Like, no. There's no need to do anything. The name's Lieutenant Bradley Graves.
Okay. A soldier. What are you doing here?
I'm just trying to scout out the area. I've, had a few people that I've been trying to look after. Where we're holed up was a little bit small, so I was just trying to gauge what was going on around. I'm from around here, so knew about this place, and yeah, figured I'd try and come and say hello to anyone that was here.
That's all well and good, but you can fuck off. We don't need any help.
Why? What have you got going on at the moment?
At this point, he flags over. Oi! And the other 2 start making their way towards as well. We're just very safe. We don't need any help from the army, so you can go on. You can fuck off.
Always helps with some extra numbers, surely.
I don't think you're really getting the gist. Fuck off.
look, can I at least just clean up some of my clothes? I've literally waded through the mud and fought off like 4 or 5 of these guys down the road on the other side of the fence, about kind of 300 yards that way. Like, I'm just want to try and clean up, and then I'll get myself off down the road.
Roll. So you notice that they're starting to make, the two of them are starting to make their way kind of towards you on an angle, on an off angle. So if you're where you're standing now, they're kind of at like at 2 o'clock and then 11 o'clock coming in from you. Can you give me a persuasion check?
Yep. A 10.
10. As they're staring, they hear you say, and you do look visibly covered.
I'm covered in
shit, bits of like blood splattered across the thing as well. Where would your weapon be?
So I'll have my gun be holstered on my right hand side, and then my knife would likely just be on a hook on the left.
Okay. So they start making their way. Yeah. They're still slowly making their way towards you. Look, I understand, but we don't want any army here. We just need you to fuck off. So just, go before we have to do anything we don't really want to have to do. But, wherever you came from, just fuck off too.
Can I at least go around the front and go on the road so I'm avoiding what I'd left behind there? I walk around with my hands up as well. Like, I don't need to be anywhere. I don't, I'm not here as any threat to anybody.
Yeah. And you're staying where you are?
Yeah, I'm staying where I am now.
Okay, cool. On that, the one who's on the left, move them up to where they might actually be. As they get to the log, he calls out, he goes, whoa! He's got a piece. He's like, whoa, drop the gun. And they don't have guns themselves, so they're almost trying to threaten with the bat in most way they can of this kind of aggression that they're showing.
Yep. Like I said, my hands are up. That's why my hands are up. I'm not moving for it. And as they kind of get closer, I'll start taking a step back.
Okay. So they carry on towards. Look, mate, if you want to come in, you've got to drop the gun, all right? Do you know what? Yeah, you can come and have a wash. Come and have a wash all you want, but you're going to have to give us that weapon.
I'm afraid I can't do it. It's not mine to give.
You're going to... I mean, you're not really playing the game here, are you? What did you say your name was?
Lieutenant Graves.
And you see the one who's on your left, a bald-headed guy. And you can see, as he gets closer to you, they're not well-dressed, but they definitely have some protection about them. You can see they've kind of marked themselves up with some stronger clothes in the bottom. You see they've got the good trousers, like thick... it would be hard to describe what the trousers are. They're like work... There'd be like a health and safety trouser, like a thick... You can see it's a thick material, a strong material. They've got the stronger leather jackets on. They look like they've been prepared and are ready. They're not just like your anyday citizen that's just rocked up. You can see these guys almost have a bit of a uniform about them as well, like the similarities in what they're wearing. And they all, these two guys that you can see are both wearing red armbands. Look a little bit similar to the armbands that all the army were given out when everyone came into the camp. But yeah, both wearing these red armbands. But yeah, this guy that's on your left-hand side is staring at you and the gun in like a constant shifting of up, down, as he's starting to creep just towards the outside of your peripheral vision. Yep.
Take a step back. I keep walking backwards, basically, just trying to keep the distance.
Yep.
And I'm like, look, I don't know what game you think I'm supposed to be playing, but it's army issued. If I lose this, then I'm dead anyway.
Well, I mean, didn't want to say it, but drop the gun and you can come inside. We just want to make sure that we're safe. Let's not fuck around. You put the gun down on the floor. You can have a nice little wash, and we'll have a little chat, shall we?
To be honest with you, I don't know if I am safe if I do drop the gun, because you've not exactly been welcoming. You've been quite hostile yourself.
Drop the fucking gun.
No.
Sweet. So we'll leave that there. The front of the house. So, you guys. So that would have been Dylan, Matthew, John, Luke, and Beth come out of the shop. That you were all kind of in different areas. Matthew was out the front, keeping watch as everybody else was inside, trying to deal with this alarm. Beth, you ran in, if you remember, smashed the alarm as the alarm was going off, or smashed the box unit of the alarm in an attempt to stop it. Dylan's pulled it off the wall, tried to cut the wires to, again, the box unit that is the alarm in the shop, to no avail. The alarm was going off. Boot, 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 boot. Matthew's giving you the call to get out of there, to get the fuck out of Dodge. There's zombies that have come up. They've taken over the car. They're pushing their way towards you now. And you've all headed off down the road. Matthew, with the head start that he got in leading, he just legged it. He just went for it full beans as he could. And you notice as you come up towards the fence that Matthew is... I've got it here already. That Matthew is being flanked by two men. So you guys have made... Where are you all? So you've got Greg with you as well. Luke, Beth, and John. You're coming up towards us. So you're all running up to the front gate, and this is it looked like a normal turning off of a high street and then kind of broke straight into the driveway. There were no other turn-offs from where you were going. So you passed by the residential building, and then the kind of the hedgerows took place and the road carried on. And you notice that it is a driveway that leads straight up to the Horwood House. So you're running down this small part of the road from the town, and as you look up in front of you, you've got the gate, a driveway, and this massive 2-story mansion. Looks quite grand. Very brown building. Old. It is just an old country mansion. It's not castle. It's just an old country house. 2 protruding kind of front extensions, and then the main area. And you can see the kind of gravelled car park that is where you're running towards. And you are running towards this gate. And as you're running towards this gate, you see Matthew's already jumped the fence and he's made his way forward, and he's got his hands up. And he looks like he's conversing with these guys here as you're approaching. By the time you guys get to the gate, you see Matthew jump at one of the guys as he launches forward to the left, and then the guy behind him come down on the back of Matthew's head with a baseball bat. As you see him go limp. Matthew starts to be dragged off as you guys make the front fence. So, sorry, it's just slightly out of camera. So you've met this. It looks like a wall. This is a fence. You saw Matthew get across it, and he's being dragged now by one guy here as another stands up and is facing towards you, moving back. Can you all give me a perception check? Luke, Beth, and John.
20.
Ooh, natural.
Natural 20. Good job I didn't do
Didn't do a practice roll.
4.
15.
15, okay. Beth, you are on your knees. You just see a gate. No, I'm joking. So, Beth, you're kind of at the back of the pack, kind of following on. Probably not so used to sprinting after all this time, as you have to run out, piecing together what's going on. Luke and John, you kind of get out in front. Luke being not far behind Matthew from when he ran, but noticing Matthew is athletic. He got away from you really quickly, like quicker than you're imagining. And as you get to the gate and you're preparing to go over, you see the 2 guys. Again, don't see any guns. You see what look like pipes and bats, and definitely a baseball bat in the hands of the guy that hits Matthew over the back of the head. John and Luke, you see clearly Matthew get hit, fall forward, and then you see him starting to be dragged. And he's just being dragged on, like under the arm. The guy's got him, and he's pulling him backwards, not really looking, dragging him back towards the house. What would you like to do?
Well, I know there were lots of those things, but why do we have to run?
I mean, there was a lot of aliens there. Like, we wouldn't have been able to take them on.
Yeah, there's far too many for us.
Surely we could have outwalked them. And I kind of lean on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a couple of minutes to catch my breath.
I mean, we might not have that time because it looks like one of them's got.
Yeah, they've got Matthew. Whoever these guys are.
And Luke, as you're turning and saying to Beth as he's leaning, like just breathing, looking out, looking down, you see behind you, coming up that same pathway that you guys were running, a small group of zombies have just passed by, and they seem to be making their way towards the shop for now. But there's a decent sized horde that have made it at least to the shop. It was probably 20 to 30 meters max, the run that you've made from the edge of the road. So plus the shop, you're probably talking nearly 50 meters away. They've made it to the shop now, and the alarm is still going, as you can hear. But you can see the zombies are now there where you were a mere matter of moments ago.
I mean, we can't go back because there's loads of Ians back there.
Something about a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, but we need to do something now. I mean, they've got Matthew.
But why did they take him?
I mean, I have no idea. They don't look like those things. They look like people. I don't know what's going on.
We can negotiate.
I mean, I think I can see 2 of them, and there's 3 of us.
Do we know what
4 of us.
What happened to Graves?
Well, that's the story. He was running over the field, wasn't he? He's trying to get. So I'm assuming he's trying to make his way here. I mean, maybe they've got him as well.
Well, I've got my breath back.
Mm-hmm.
Should we?
The guy. So you're stood at the fence, right? One of the guys you see that was there, one of the 2 you see, steps forward and just shouts, "Fuck off!"
I shout back, "What are you doing with that friend?"
No response. He just steps back, looking towards you, but stepping back towards the house as the first guy is dragging away. You notice there is another guy that's coming out from the far corner as well. So there's 2 out front.
There's another guy there, so that's 3 altogether, including the one that's got Matthew. But we've either got those things back there, looks about 15, 20 of them, or we take a chance of these guys here.
I don't want to kill people. Did anyone see if they took him inside?
I mean, looks like they're dragging him that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As you look out, you see that they're getting towards the front door now. Matthew's still not moving as he's being dragged by one of the guys, with the other 2 kind of making their way back to protect the guy going in. But definitely that one up front is just staring straight at you guys as he's stepping backwards.
I mean, if they get in there, I mean, it's going to be harder for us to get them back. I mean, we need to do something. We could maybe try and negotiate for something. I don't know, but we need to do something. And I'll start making my way either through the gate or over whatever up the drive.
Yeah, you can open the gate or you can jump the gate.
What
I was going to say, before you go, why didn't we...
Oh, which one?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, why don't we sneak round and try and get in another way, avoid a fight?
Because if they get inside, we don't know how many more there are. I mean, if we try and get them here, then at least it's a bit fairer numbers before anybody else gets out.
I mean, they know we're here. They shouted very, very loudly.
Well, exactly. So if we let them get in and get barricaded, it's going to be a lot harder for us. Like I'm not letting Matthew get taken.
What are they going to do? Eat him or something?
I don't know what they're going to do. I mean,
Luke, you're the chef. Would they eat him?
I mean, no.
While they're talking, I'm through the gate.
Okay, so you open the gate, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So you open the gate up, and as you open the gate and it swings around, you hear that the alarm behind is stopped. At the same time, as you four kind of looking around, four, including Greg, you realise there's a fifth missing. Dylan is nowhere to be seen, and you hear the shout and the scream. Could be Dylan, could be someone else from back towards that retail block building. A bang as a door kicks open. Almost sounds like if you just like let a door slam in a wind, that it flies against the handle, smashes against something. You hear a scream, and then you hear a bang again as and again another door slams open, slams shut, whatever it is. But yeah, four of you there. You open the gate. Hear all of that going on right behind. The alarm goes off, and then you hear the bang, the scream, or the shout, and then a bang again from behind you.
What the fuck was that? Where's Dylan?
No, he'd be long gone.
He's probably doing a Starbuck and just gone his own way. You heard the argument he had with Graves the other day.
Dylan will be saving Dylan. Right here, right now. What we know is they've got Matthew, and I proceed down the path to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If they're bad guys, could we lead the creatures over here? Is that a bad idea?
Well, yeah, because then we're gonna have lots of people to worry about.
I just don't like it, and then I follow.
Yeah, Stoic. So as you start making your way down, you note that Matthew disappears inside, and the two guys are back against the door. Does someone want to give me a perception check for viewing behind?
I think Greg should do it.
Yeah, let's go, Greg.
Because Greg
Believe
hasn't
in
said
you,
anything.
Greg.
He's just following us. And I feel like if he had a
He's a
hat,
muscle,
we would be able to realise that he's not a silent but deadly killer.
What hat does Greg have?
Well, Greg didn't see anything, so Greg doesn't have that.
Greg's a farmer.
Greg can't speak.
Is Greg a farmer?
Greg's not a farmer. Greg's just a young man who's helping you guys out, and you're a bit dysfunctional and fucked up. He's very quiet.
He was going on holiday, so I'll have a bucket hat.
Yes, he has a bucket hat, okay? I don't have a bucket hat, but he has a bucket hat. No, Greg doesn't see.
He's from
Looks
Manchester.
back.
Does he also have a man bag?
He doesn't. He probably did have a man bag, but he doesn't have it on him.
Oh, I wanted a bag.
Yeah, damn. He put it in check. Would you like that bag? He didn't see anything. So you guys carry now?
I am.
I'm
I'm reluctantly following John.
Okay. As you start stepping towards these guys, the one again that was looking at you just steps forward a little bit and shouts again, "You don't want to be coming in here. Just fuck off."
I chime up.
I shout, "Well, give us that friend. We'll go."
If you don't want us go in there, then why have you taken our friend in there? That seems like
Your friend shouldn't have been fucking here. It's just the message. He'll be fine. We'll send him out when he wakes up. Just go on, fuck off. We don't need anyone else here.
We're not going without a friend.
You're gonna have to fucking go because we ain't giving him back.
But you said you were gonna release him.
When we're ready. Fuck off.
Are you gonna eat him? Is that why?
Gives you no response. Just stands staring, and there's two of them there just staring out at you now.
I turn and face the other three, and I go.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna eat him.
Oh, I ain't having that. Luke's cooking's bad enough.
I
Wow.
thought you liked Luke's cooking.
I mean, the first time was good. I mean, he's a bit hit and miss. I get my
Carry on.
hammer ready.
Okay, so you carry on down the path, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So as you guys step up, They both still stay where they are, but kind of ready themselves towards the front of the door, noting there's two. One of the guys walks up to the door, just gives it a bang on the back with the back of his hand as they're getting ready for whatever you guys are doing. You carrying on towards them?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys come to the precipice of the house. At this point, we'll go back to... no, we'll stay with you guys for that, actually. We'll wait. As your eyes are stepping forward, Greg just taps Luke, grabs you on the shoulder and goes, they're coming. That group from the shop, they're coming.
Ah, shit. How far away are they?
They're about... how much do they move? About 40 foot.
That's not far at all. That's like 5 of me.
Yeah.
8 of me.
They're shambling up. They're not here. They're not close to the gate yet. They're about they're a little bit back from the gate.
That's 30 foot. That's 5 squares.
They're making their way towards you. They're up to roughly where that door was and the noise was happening. They're starting to shamble forward.
That's not 40 foot.
I'll tell you what 40 foot is. When you get fucking eaten. Beth trips on a stone and hits his head. No, he doesn't really.
Oh, I'm going to go then. That's me done. A session, I'm unconscious.
They're on the way. That's Haywood's session.
So this isn't good. Does it look like the guards have recognised this horde? We'll call them.
Not yet. They're looking at you more, and they've done a knock, so they're more preoccupied with what's going on. And for them, you're the immediate threat. Seeing something coming behind, they're not the most perceptive, shall we say?
I just say to them, we just want our friend back, and then we'll go. Because I probably wouldn't have noticed. Heard Greg say this, yeah. It's like, if I come trade for him, if you said you're going to give him back, just give him back now, and we'll go.
Okay.
That looks like we've got a Mexican standoff.
Oh, we need sombrero hat.
Look.
If only we had hats.
Your fucking hat. Look, just fuck off. We don't need anyone else here. This is for your own good. There's a lot more of us inside than there are of you. Your friend will probably be all right. He shouldn't have been fucking trespassing. So if you just fuck off, then it'll all be fine. You step any closer, we're going to have a problem.
Can I do an insight check on when they said he was going to be all right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm rolling for that. Probably not good.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I stupidly forgot to PDF.
Oh.
Go.
I was going to say dice. I didn't have any
Smart.
dice.
Ooh, that's a +1. That's a 6.
A 6? Ooh.
Plus one. Ooh, a 6.
Yeah, you believe him.
Okay, cool. I think he's going to be okay.
Really? Well, I don't.
Oh.
Can I roll a perception check to see if I can see anything else?
Yeah.
That'll be an 11.
An 11. So as you're looking at the front here, the house looks fairly well kept. To be fair, there doesn't look like there's been too much. There's no forcible signs of entry in the front. The windows are all intact. You can see the door there. There's no vehicles out front. There's no tracks of vehicles. You notice on the ground either. And it looks like as you'd expect the house to look. But yeah, you don't get much more out than that. Like I said, again, a bit like what I said for Lieutenant Graves, you notice that they are wearing. They don't look like they've just been evacuated from a camp and wearing clothes. They almost have an air of uniform about them, and you'd notice that they had red bands, very similar to the bands you were given in your bags that you were given. But yeah, the whole ensemble of they're in kind of similar colours. They're their outfits look put together rather than just like, not saying you can go shops in. And then they've got the armbands. It's a bit like, it gives you that little air of like, these maybe aren't just a random bunch of strangers holed up in a house.
Guys, these Ians are getting closer, so why don't we try and run past them, and then maybe they'll preoccupy him.
But
if we run past these guys, and then the Ians will come after us, and hopefully we'll go for these guys and distract them.
are we gonna be able to save him though?
If the Ians could distract them, then we can get in. I mean, we haven't got much time because
at this point, yeah, Greg like hits you again. He's like, they're really close now. They're really close now, and you can see that they're probably, Dan, about 10 foot from this gate, about to maybe enter the map. Who knows?
Who's Dan?
Just
my name's Beth.
They're outside. I'm not talking to Beth. I was talking to Beth. He's unconscious. I can't talk to him. I can talk to you.
Oh, is he still unconscious?
He is still unconscious.
After hitting his head.
Yeah. So they're about. Greg is now facing back. He's literally almost Luke. He's just got his arm on your shoulder constantly. Like, yeah. You guys need to sort out what you're doing. Come on. They're coming. They're coming.
Right. Guys, you need to make a decision now.
We're going to try and make a run to the left down the side of the building.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll make a run to the left side of the building down the side.
I've caught my breath back and I've recovered from my falling on a stone.
Okay, cool. Right. So I think the best way to track this out and get you all in is to have everyone roll initiative, and then I can just place everything on the board when it needs to be done.
Me as well, or just
Graves as well. Yeah, you as well, because they're gonna make their way back. Let me try and get this into a position that might help.
That'll be a 14 for me.
Okay, cool.
Is it just a D20? Yeah.
Yeah, plus your initiative bonus, which I don't think I think only Dylan has one.
I rolled a 19.
Oh.
I rolled a 15.
Can you give me a second?
I rolled an 18. Also, I'm looking forward to the first floor of this mansion as well.
And the second.
And
so it's 72 stories. Or is it?
And is there a basement as well? Oh, we don't know.
Is there?
We'll find out.
Sex dungeon.
There's not a basement anymore. Right, you've put me off now. So I got 19 Luke, 18 Beth. Someone had 16?
14
15.
14 John, 15 Graves, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who am I missing?
Are we going to leave Greg behind?
That's what I'm missing. Not going to leave Greg behind. He's an integral part of this. He definitely is a fully fleshed out character that needs to live.
And has a voice and silent.
He has a voice. No hat, unfortunately.
Silent voice.
And a hat.
He has a voice. Just did it.
We've already concluded he's got a bucket hat.
Yeah, see? He's definitely a fully fledged human being. Cool. So, you guys decided. So these, as you get up to this area here, the guys have knocked on the door. You've seen Matthew get taken inside. They've clocked that coming into towards the gate now is from a decent sized group of zombies shambling their ways towards the gate. Luckily, gate's open, so that's not going to slow them down. And we'll just track round as we're moving, where they move, where you guys move, starting with my good friends at the front here. So this guy that's spotted out here just looks up and goes, I think you guys might have a bigger problem than us. Fuck. And he bangs on the door a bit louder and then knocks his mate and goes and says something. Who? John and Beth, give me perception checks. Would be perception.
14.
7.
Okay, no. So you see him mumbling something, and the guy nods. The guy that's next to him. And he's still staying guard at the front of the door. Next up, Luke.
Do you want me to do a...
No, this is a round of action. So you've got whatever you want to do. Movement, actions, you could do checks, you could do whatever you want. But we're going to take it in initiative as if it's like a combat. Obviously, you don't have to hit anything if there's nothing there to hit. You can do perception checks or investigation checks.
So if they're coming close behind us, I'm going to start making my way around to the other side, to the left.
You want to stick here, yeah?
I'm going to start moving around the building, away from the Ians.
How far? Full movement?
To the corner of the house, towards the corner of the house.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What's your movement? 30?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay, cool. You can get to there. And you are the one with the white base. Lovely. Beth, up next.
I want to also go around the side.
Do you mean?
As much as I can.
Yeah, you get to him.
Yeah. And,
you have both of you guys give me perception checks for kind of peeking around the corner, as you would have got there.
12.
16.
16. So as you're looking down, and Beth, you're kind of again getting the check backwards and forwards, what's going on, moving around, following Luke, and you get to peer around Luke's corner. As Luke, you've been there for a second longer, you peer down and you see the back of another person on the back corner there. You just see it's another person.
There's a guy there. Let's keep a low profile.
That brings us to Lieutenant Bradley Graves. So as you're stood there and you've had the thing, they've given you the one word, drop your fucking gun, which is more than one word, but you know, the statement. And the guy that was to your left, you could see was trying to creep to the point where, whilst one was keeping you've seen this before, like distracting technique. One guy's talking at you, the other one's trying to get out the peripheral, probably to try and grab something from you. But you, a bit more switched on. Get to go first.
Do I hear the shout of "fuck off" from earlier from the front of the house?
You give me a perception check as to how clear you would have been concentrating on, how in a moment you would have been on these two guys and maybe blanking out a little bit, or were you picking up?
Probably not. 7.
No. So you were almost honed in on that. This is a 2 against 1 situation. You're trying to calm it down whilst keeping yourself aware, keeping your eyes on both of these guys. Your senses are trained on these, so you wouldn't have heard it as a distant call. But it's your move. Let me know if you can see anything.
How far away is the white base guy from me? I'm fine with the big map. It's okay.
Okay, good. 10 foot, you're getting within range.
Do I have some fun? Draw out my knife and basically just say, I guess we're not going anywhere further on. Well, I'll say first, I guess we're not going any further with these discussions then. And then draw out my knife.
Yep.
But hold it so the blade's down. And then I'm just going to run the guy to my left and just look to kind of hit him, not cut him with the knife, but just basically look to try and punch him with the knife, kind of as like the butt of the knife almost.
Okay. Cool. Let me move this so I can stand slightly. Yep. So you step forward. Your turn. Face. You want him face on.
Probably towards like the top side of him as I'm looking to the left of him. Yeah.
Cool. Yes, that would have been extra. Oh no, it would have been 10 if you got diagonally. Cool. So you there. So he's eyeing you up, kind of creeping towards, keeping an eye, and you kind of give him as you're saying that to him, his eyes automatically dart for where the gun is. Even though you're going and you've got the knife, he's thinking the threat is there, and you take that to get the initiative to charge towards him. Roll and attack.
Can we have the close-up camera to Graves?
Yeah.
Just so I can see it a bit better. Oh, everyone can see it a bit better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is that with it being kind of a punch rather than a knife? Am I still using the strength modifier?
Use the strength, but so you wanna hit him with the butt. You haven't got improvised weapons, have you?
I don't know, but I've got simple martial and martial ranged.
No, it's just what damage you, because if you run just an unarmed attack, it'll be your strength, wouldn't it? Do it as an attack, but we'll say it's bludgeoning damage rather than piercing. If you're just gonna button him with a knife.
So I rolled a 17 with my strength, makes it a 20.
Yep, so that hits.
And that's without any proficiency bonus or anything like that.
Okay.
What am I using for it? Am I doing just the same knife damage? Although it's 4 anyways.
Yeah, it's 4 anyways, so you might as well just do the 4. And we'll just say it's bludgeoning rather than piercing, because instead of stabbing him.
2 plus 3, so 5 in total.
Woo! So you, let me make sure that I've got these guys on.
I'm a hench boy.
Okay. So yeah, as you step out and he's looking at you, you get the dip on him, and as you come round and just butt him straight up into the nose, knowing that you're trying to not kill him, but you're trying to set him back, like knock him for surprise. Yeah, just cause enough shock and awe that he's not going to attack you, and yeah, fuck do you do it? You crack him right on the nose. His nose instantly explodes as his head goes back, and this guy's face is just bleeding as his eyes kind of go bolt wide, and he's got a nice chrome dome bald head. His eyes are massive inside. He's almost like a bloody I forgot what the fucking animal's called. But yes, very large eyes and a very bald head and a very bloody face. Definitely caused the shock that you wanted to do, and fucked him up a little bit.
Yep.
Sweet. Cool. So this guy, hearing the thing, looks towards you and just shoots off. Around the corner. So John, you'd have seen that was the guy that he got the message when you didn't hear what the message was, and he's just bolted. Oh, well, you will use both of his movements to get around, actually. So if you're sacrificing an action, I should have said that before. If you're not using an action, you can use your action to move, so you can move double pace to dash. Cool. John, you are up. So you've just seen the first guy give the order. The second guy's run around the corner. Your 2 buds have run off to the left. It's on you.
I'll make a dash movement round to where Beth and Luke are.
Yep. So as you come around past them, you would probably catch sight of the guy. So would you just carry on? Because you'll get to... lost count. But you'll get to about here. So you're about 10 foot away from him.
Is he facing away from me?
He's facing away from you now. But yeah, as you're dashing, he'll hear you coming.
I won't go the full distance. I'll probably couple squares back.
Okay.
From where I am there. Yeah, there.
Cool.
And it's still got my hammer ready.
Perfect. 3. Okay, so guy that just took fucking blunt to the face from the end of the knife shakes his head, looks at you, and just reactionary swings out with the bat he's got in his left hand, and will roll against you, Lieutenant Graves. That is a 19 plus some stuff. So I'm assuming hits.
It does indeed.
Give me a second. I just realised I've got the wrong thing up. Yeah, it's plus 3. Okay. I get 2 roll dice, and I rolled it. Shit. That is a 3 points of damage. As he just comes in, bam, left. He shakes it off, just swings at you, and you're so close. He comes across with his left into your right shoulder and just clats you right on the top of your shoulder, meaty bit, the top of your arm.
Okay, puts me on 7.
Perfect. That'll be his go. Reacting and just boshing you. He's not gonna. No, do you know what? He probably would after taking that much of a bash. He's gonna stumble back to try and just get some cover and get away from you, which will give you an attack of opportunity if you want to take it. That'll be your reaction for the round, though.
If he's just hit me, then yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I rolled a 19 plus stuff.
Nice, that hits. So what damage?
7. I rolled a 4 plus 3 strength.
Cool. So as he's hit you, and he's like, oh, and he stepped back. What are you?
It would have likely been
kind of the knife.
It would have likely been kind of swinging around with my other fist as such, rather than with the butt of the knife. Thinking kind of how it would have happened.
Yeah.
It would have almost.
Intention, lethal or non-lethal?
None.
None. Good. So as he's hit you, he's reeling still, he's pulling back, and as he's pulled back, you've swung around with your fist and clocked him square on the jaw as he's stumbling, and he's fallen back, hit his head, and he is dead or out cold, as you see. But it's one of those. He's reaction hit you, you've reaction hit back, and it's just the sweet shot. And he's almost eyes go as he's falling, hits the deck, disappears behind the tree log, and yeah, he's not looking so good. That brings us to his buddy, who's just seen you absolutely ruin his mate. He is going to... He is not an idiot. So here he's going to move himself around just to kind of check his mates all right. Just shout to you, all right, look, let's not fuck around. We just want the gun, or we want you to fuck off. We don't need any of this. Is all he's going to shout at you, Graves.
All I asked was to clean myself up. Or walk around the front onto the road. That was it. Mm-hmm. This is why I didn't want any hostilities.
I wish they had guns. So cool. That's his go. He won't. That's his round. He won't respond. Cool. So he's there up against his mate, waiting for someone. Okay, that brings us to our friend here. He is...
Would he have seen me approach? Was he part of the 3 that would have seen me?
He would have seen you approach, yeah. But then I'm just thinking with the dash and with his passive perception, he would have heard the guy coming behind him. I'm just trying to work out whether he would have carried on or not. No, he'll turn and front up. Let me give a perception check for 19. Okay, so John, as you see this guy down here in front of you, turns around, shocked almost at your arrival. You've come out now. He's dealing with and seen this guy in front. He's heard the altercation. He's seen one of his mates go down. Just seen you come around the corner, and he's like, "Whoa!" And he just goes, "Oi, stop fucking moving!" And he backs himself up as he's saying it to the corner.
Will I have seen what he's armed with?
Yeah, you would have that range. Again, just a big... This is... it looks more like... almost like almost like a machete. Like a very large blade. Doesn't look like it's... it didn't look particularly like shiny or clean or yeah, it wasn't like it didn't look like a samurai. It wasn't like a martial weapon. It looked like a large steel blade of some sort. But yeah, it definitely was a blade rather than a club or a bolt or something else. And that'll be him. He's not gonna fuck around. Hold on. 3, 4, 5. Oh, am I missing one? Oh, one died. Oh, he's the last guy. Cool. No, don't worry. I forgot about everyone. And then it's Greg. Greg is, double bothered by this. He's just going to come after. Seeing you lot run off, he's going to follow you. But he's not, to be fair, he's going to stay with you guys. He's found solace in the group, charging up, and just Luke just tapping your shoulder, like, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. That's Paul Gregors. So back round to the start of round 2, and our friends enter the fray. That's as far as they get. I won't penny more on the thing for you now. And
the use of "for now" there really fills me with confidence.
Well, you know, you might just all, you know, come to a nice amicable agreement, and everyone goes home happy. You know, that always happens, right? When does that ever not happen?
I can cook for them. So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Cool. Back round to the top. So seeing these guys come in, our friend. Yeah, cool. It's going to disappear back inside. Fuck that for a laugh. He's just seen a load of zombies come walking down the path. He doesn't want to be the one out front. That's no good. Luke, round to you.
Are you sure that's not Dylan there? I'm going to move forward.
Molotovs. Yep.
How far? I'm not sure yet.
Okay, so you've got your oh god, that didn't work. Your one movement will take you 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you could get next to or in front of John with normal movement. If you wanted to use your action, you could get round.
Yeah, I'll get just in front.
Yeah. So you have an action if you wanted to do anything. Investigate, perceive, shout, I don't know.
I'll do a perception check, see if I can see the guy.
See anything. Okay, cool. So give me a roll. I've run out of drink.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
I think I got Dave's guy dice from yesterday.
Yeah, fucking
Sorry.
that.
Just hope we got this in the combat.
As I say, get the 20s out now, because so as you you look down towards, you scout out across the rest of the fight, and you can see the trees and the bits around there, and you don't notice anything around the tree line, which is good. And then you peek, and you can see the guy is just peeking the corner, so you're like, oh, I know he's there. As you flick back to give that information with the 20, you notice how close that the mob have made themselves up that path, almost moving with they're definitely on the scent of something now. This isn't a shambling horde like you've seen before where they're lost. This is the switch when they know you're there and they're coming for you. This is what you're seeing there, and you're like, fuck, they've got fucking close to us. But as you look in front, you just see the guy in the corner. Nothing much across the foresty, woody area.
Okay.
Right. Oh, sorry, I clicked on one button. Beth.
Sorry, mute. I want to move sort of round the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can get alongside John on normal movement.
Can I not go further than that?
Yeah. How far? Oh no, more than that actually. Sorry. Yeah, you'll get 30 movement, haven't you? So you could get around the corner. Yeah. So that would be 20, 25. So you go anywhere around this corner.
And I want to, now that I see there's a window there, I want to look through it.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
8.
Wait. 8. So you immediately, as you look through the window, shocking you and stopping you seeing anything else, you see a guy just stood there looking at you as he is it's like stepping his way towards where he's just got to the window. As you've like poked your head around the corner, looked in, you come eye to eye with the guy, but obviously painted glass in front of you.
There's a guy. And that will be my turn.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I've realised I forgot to put anything in here. Give me a second. Da, 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 da. Just help me keep track, sorry. I labelled all my dead friends incorrectly. Cool, so one of our mates. Oh yeah, we'll do. Where's Greggles now? 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll use his full move to get right up to Greg, to get all the way up inside. So these guys that are pushing up from the back, as Greg is watching you guys going forward, going around as round 2 starts. Poof, Greg has got a dude right behind him now. Graves, over to you. So you've seen one go down in front of you. His mate shouts and gave you the piece around just fucking off and leaving you alone. As he stepped round, and you've got another bandit coming down to your left again. Why won't this fucking string up? Thank you.
I'm presuming that the guy that is like next to his mate's kind of like half distracted. Or is he kind of stood back up after talking?
He stood back up. He's gone to almost stand guard of the body, not knowing what you're going to do. But he's giving you the shout. He's trying to get you to break off, but he's not distracted. He's gone down and kind of just like giving the guy a kick. Heard that he's still like breathing and moving, and is now still trained on you. His eyes barely leave your gaze.
Seeing as I've seen the guy over to the left that looks quite a bit away from me, I want to try and grapple the guy that stood next to the guy that's on the floor now. So
Okay.
almost kind of get his back to kind of almost like to restrain him basically.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to choke him because I don't want to kill the guy.
Okay.
But I'm looking to try and restrain him and get the weapon out of his hand. But just grapple him.
Grapple him. Cool. So yeah, takes 10 squares to get towards him. So that's 10 squares, sorry, 10 foot to get towards him, and then yeah, it'd be a strength roll, a contested strength check for a grapple.
17.
And he has a +0. 19. Woo-hoo! So you get on and try and pull, and this guy is fighting you back and forth to try and keep hold of his weapon as you're trying to release him from it. And it is his body's go. I have to call him Hat, because he has a hat. I realise all these guys look the same, which makes it really difficult for tracking an initiative. He's seen you go forward, not kind of getting a full grasp of what's going on, but has been given the call to run round. Now he's just going to do what he can to get involved. So you've got 5, 10, 15. Trying to... Ooh. He can't quite get flanking, which is sad for me, but that's fine. He's going to run up, and as you're grappling, he's going to come and just try and almost put you... try and get you off, put you down from behind, just get you from an angle which you seem to be distracted from. So he will attack. That is a 13.
My AC is 13.
Oh, meets it, beats it, right? No, other way around. Is that the way around?
I might know.
Which way around is it? I can't remember which game. One of them meets it, beats it, one of them's not. I've played Blood Bowl and it's the opposite to D&D, and I can't remember which way around.
I'm just double checking.
Google is your friend.
Equals or exceeds.
Okay, so it wins. Okay, meets it, does beat it. This is Blood Bowl, meets it, doesn't beat it. Played that. It was a good game, but it was annoying because I kept losing. Cool, so he, as you're struggling there, comes up behind, just takes a big bad swings towards your back, and does 6 points of damage.
That puts me on 1.
Big crack to the back as he swings. and you it's across the back of your shoulder blades as well. So you feel he's just trying to. It's not. It could have been a swing to the head, straight across the top of your shoulders to try and get you to release your arms across the guy that you're trying to grapple there. Over to John.
Okay, I want to move forward, but try and keep distance or towards a tree.
Okay, the big tree.
Yeah.
Cool. So like here. So 30 puts you here straight. Is that where you want to be? Or you want to be further around or what?
Sorry, that's parallel to the tree if I can be.
Back off. No, you could. That's 30. That's your normal move. You could use your additional action to move further if you wanted to.
Oh no, I'll just stick there then. But ready in action. Ready in attack.
Ready in attack.
Would I see what's going on with Lieutenant Graves?
Roll perception from that distance.
3.
3. No. You're looking at the guy in front. And you see, as you come around the corner, you've gone parallel, you've gone wide. He's there holding his bat, and then sees you further away, and he's like, "Nah, fuck." So yeah, he's there. Cool. It is one of our other thrones. Yeah, and to use the same movement to try and get close to Greg. And these guys would have seen the guy going for the door make their way towards the door. That guy's dead. Perfect. So the guy is now round to the guy that's facing you, Lieutenant Grace. So you've grappled. He's going to do the same to try and. Is he just going to try and do the same to get your gun? I'll just put you down and steal your gun. With the help before, he's going to try and push you to the ground. So again, another grapple check, but this in a view to use the assistance of the guy to push you prone to get you onto the floor. So that's a strength roll from you.
22.
Yeah, I'm going to be that way. I've got a 4. So yeah, again, he's like seeing you gone, take the hit in the back. He's trying to use that to try and get his arm over your shoulder, and as he's got caught all the way there, you've just pushed him back as you've kind of reached yourself there. Not looking great on your part, but you're fighting like a man that's on the edge. Not remembering back to literally hours, maybe not even an hour ago, when you were in the mud fighting and getting the kind of your bonus action only works once a short rest, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, you've got a bonus action, but no, you don't. Cool. As he's going, he just wants to try and get that. He just wants to get you down, get you out of the way, and try and get that that gun. And then it is this guy. Seeing that fight's not going so well, this guy's just going to charge. So, John, you've got around the corner, gone wide. You've seen this guy was just stood there, waiting with his machete, two-handed, looks up and sees you further away and just goes, fuck, and just runs at you, like machete up to come swinging down towards you, which is, fucking hell. Natural 1.
I have a bonus ready attack as well.
Oh, you have a ready attack as well. So he runs towards you, hands up, and almost is screaming as he does it, maybe unconsciously. Just goes, ah! You obviously are ready for him as he comes. He rolls a natural 1, misses you completely. Do you want to roll your attack?
Yeah. Could you answer my DM first?
Oh. Can you send dick pics? What?
Yes.
No, it doesn't affect. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes, to roll attack.
So with strength and proficiency, that will be a 22.
22, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
That's D4 and the proficiency, isn't it?
No, your strength. I think you fight with
Strength. Oh, sorry.
Default plus strength.
Okay, so that'd be 6.
6. So he comes
Should I
charging.
go for disarming?
Not on a reaction, because you're just holding an action. So it would have been just anyone comes in, you're just going to try and attack him. And this guy's coming for an attack on you. So he's come charging in, and gone to swing, and you've just stepped and just twatted him in the side as he's come around. A big hit as he's wobbled, not dropped his machete that he's got there, but wobbled as he's looked up, completely shocked and surprised at what just happened there. Yeah, good strike, good held action. Annoyingly, Beth, you notice in front of you, the guy that is at the window was going to go and goes to grab the ledge, looks at you, and then backs up away from the window, and then moves away. Okay, and these are big windows as well. These aren't just like house-sized windows. These are like, what would they be? Like 4-5 foot windows, maybe. Big, tall ones that you can see. All glass as you look through. Very nice windows. But yes, very large windows.
Okay.
Gregors.
He's probably going to die to zombies, isn't he?
I think
he was such a key character in our.
He was so key in helping you guys. That is, he is.
I think you gave him a hat and everything.
I gave him a hat and a name. Yeah, he's got a special attack. He is going to. I think he's just gonna. I think he's probably just gonna leg it. He doesn't. It's not something he necessarily wants to get involved in. But let's see how that goes. So he'll try and.
Attack of opportunity.
Get away and then take 2 attacks of opportunity against him. Because who wants to take on a 2? 13 for the first one, which will hit him. It's a zombie. Okay, so the first jumps out as he's trying to pull away, hits him with the attack, and that steadies him. Second jumps in at him again. Fuck it hell. Okay, that's good. So as he's trying to, and he can't put away on a run, can he? If they grab him. So Greg tries to get away, gets hit big with one hand, and the second comes over on his other back and scratch. And you, Luke, you definitely hear just Greg go, "Ah!" And that's probably the most you've heard him really exclaim in the whole time, as he's just taken 2 blows in the back as he was trying to get away. And then we've got our last friend here. Cool. Nice. Back to the top again. He is... Oh no, sorry. That happened just then with the guy moving. I was thinking about the wrong guy. I forgot there's another guy in there, isn't there? Luke, round to you. So you've stepped forward, you're on the side, you've seen John run forward and nearly get attacked by a guy. That guy that you spotted come charging out with a machete. John out of nowhere just cracking this guy and looking like he's off. All right, Beth's gone around to check the window, and then you hear, just as you're about to make your move, you hear Greg scream from behind you.
How close can I get to Greg and that altercation?
You can get alongside him. That would be your full movement to take you alongside. So you'd be next to him and able to attack the blue. Dressed.
I'll do that one.
Good, Greg. I knew you'd like Greg. Cool. So you hear the scream from Greg. Ready your knives and charge down towards. You're going to roll. I'm assuming you're going to attack because you've made it way all the way back there.
Yeah.
So roll your attack against the. Just a D20 plus your proficiency plus your. What are you attacking with? Do you attack with strength or dex? with your knives?
Knives, it's either.
Yeah.
I think
I'll go
it's
for
a chef-sized strength. He's been.
It's whatever you essentially you pick whatever you're best at.
Okay, I'll go for Dex then.
I will go with strength.
That would be a 19.
19, that definitely hits. Roll your damage.
That's a 4. That's a 4 plus Dex, isn't it?
4 plus, yes.
Hold on a second, I did a 20.
Don't do a 20, that's cheating.
Well, I got a 1 on the 20. I got a 3 and 5 in total.
5 in total. Nice. So yeah, you've seen this again, and as you get close and you go to swing, you see the white again, the crystal white eyes, almost like no irises, are on this zombie. As you come down, just slice in to the what would be right hand, kind of like shoulder, neck, arm with your knife. Big blow as the attacker screeches out in pain as you deliver the blow. And that's your go, Beth. So you got to the window, saw the guy there, gone, oh, and then he's darted off the opposite way.
Do I know that Greg's under attack? I've seen.
You would have heard the
Luke
scream from him. It was a pretty loud cry, and you would have seen Luke dart back the opposite way as well from your
I
position.
have 3 options, and it really depends on which one I think will is most in keeping with Beth. Right, so we can either try the window. Well, 4 options. Smash the window.
Smash the window, yeah.
Hit the machete person, or get rid of the zombs. Sorry, the Ians.
So just as well, because for window smashes, it is an attack against the window. Windows have
Yeah.
AC and HP.
I think Beth doesn't want to hurt people, and he's kind of concluded that these creatures are not people, so he's actually going to charge in and help out Luke and Greg.
Oh, nice.
You should be able to make it, maybe.
Yeah, I think.
I got there in the same amount of things.
Yeah, you can. You can get straight in front.
And then I'm gonna unleash the hammer blow.
Oh, I like it. So you can see the mental mass being happened. Come charging, running back down the wall that you came. Roll your attack.
That is a 16 plus some other stuff.
100% hits.
I've been ages since I've done an attack. 1d4 plus. That is 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
3 points. So you come charging in with a hammer
I should have
attack.
thrown it. That would have been much
Oh,
more.
that would have been cooler, but yeah, unfortunately didn't. So yeah, you come charging in. That's pretty cool. And as you run in, almost with the momentum as the swing, the hammer just goes straight into the skull of the attacker there. And as you pull it out, just...
Oh no, I was attacking Greg. I wasn't attacking the zombie.
Sharp, you weren't attacking Greg, were you?
No, I was attacking.
Because Greg will fucking kill you. Poof, straight down, just flops. And Luke, you'd have seen this as well. You've slashed in, and out of nowhere, you just see Beth come over your left shoulder, hammer down, and it just goes into the almost like it was the skull, almost too soft. You wouldn't expect it. Straight in like a cracked egg, straight out, and the body just crumples, almost like the puppet strings had been cut. Poof, flops to the floor. Congratulations, 1 down. Oh, yeah, he's done. Okay, cool. That was Beth. I did get it right. Cool. So it is now our friend here, seeing one going down, but Hellbent still on. I think, again, my man Greg is going to try and slam. This guy rolls a natural 1. The attacker in blue, you've just destroyed. The one in yellow is still eyes like kind of slit down, the snarl up like a dog ready to pounce, jumps towards Greg. Greg, almost buoyed with the excitement of you guys coming back to help him, moves back, and the slam misses. The arms sleep, like kind of slide off the back of his shoulders, and he's righted himself, facing now with a bit more confidence, maybe not running away anymore, facing now the attacker. Now the odds are in his favour. Lieutenant Bradley Graves. You are surrounded.
I am. There's like two things that I want to try and do. Well,
Roundhouse
two
kick
things that are
everyone.
running through my head. Just roundhouse kick everyone.
Do we not? You know that, right? That he's Chuck Norris, right?
I've got an extra fist underneath my beard. I'm gonna ask one thing before then potentially being told no, I'm doing something else. If I jump on the guy that's proned and try and roll him on top of me to try and de-escalate the situation, would that get an attack of opportunity against me on the guy behind me?
So you're explain how jumping on the guy would de-escalate the situation. Mate.
So basically, I'm looking to dive on the guy that's on the floor to then use my momentum to roll the guy on top of me.
Okay, that's like a shield.
Yes.
Okay, if you were to dive onto him, yes. If you were to pull him onto you, no.
What about if you kiss him to
Kiss.
make him
If you kiss him,
not a threat?
because you would be leaving. You would be leaving the square if you were to, but you'd be in his square. It's a weird one because you can't.
Yeah.
You can't be in the same square as someone else. But if we're having improvised human shields, which I like the idea of, yeah, we could make it that if you, it's more that you grab and pull him towards you, or you squeeze towards the log, which is still within the square you're on, and we can make it work.
That's what I will try and do.
So you're gonna hide under an improvised shield.
So I'm going to try and human shield him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll say what I'm going to try and do in a second.
Okay.
If I'm successful? Question mark.
Roll. I mean, it's gonna be a weird one, but it might be like a stealth check. Oh god, I've got the wrong mouse. Where's my mouse? I can't think of anything else that would be, because you're still trying to use him as a shield. You're not trying to de-escalate anything else. So yeah, roll.
What if I say it this way? What if I try and use him as a shield while drawing my gun and pulling it to his head as a way of intimidating the guys that are fighting me?
Okay, I like it. Roll an athletics then for your ability to pull the body, a dead weight body. No, strength. It'd be strength. To pull a dead weight body into a position that you could use as a human shield.
I really wish you would have stuck with athletics.
If you're not wheeling behind, if you're pulling out, it's going to be pulling how strong you are to get him into a good enough.
17.
17's pretty good. So yeah, you grab. So yeah, as you're doing it, then they're both stood. You reach down, grab the guy's leg, and pull him towards you as you kind of move around behind, and you grab hold of his the like collar bit of the shoulder of his shirt and yank him up towards you. So you're almost holding him up in front of you as an unconscious human shield.
I'll then draw my gun and basically point it towards him and just say, "Back the fuck off."
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
The call these charisma rolls that someone called Weaver says we never do because he doesn't do anything charismatic.
13.
Not letting him have it with advantage because there's a gun to it. It said.
Yeah, but it depends how much they care about. Nah. Okay. Cool. You have achieved something.
Good. Because it was either that or I was going to just shoot one of them in the leg. I figured this was the better one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, that brings us round to Hatman. Yeah, it's him. So you've grabbed up, you pulled him up here, and now it's this guy that was stood to your left. He didn't roll so well. So he just goes, whoa. All right, look, we said before, just give us the gun, and this. All we don't need. No one needs to get shot. All right, we just want to make sure that we're safe. We've got anyone fucking around coming in here. I don't know what the fuck's been going on. Just fucking stop it. All right, and he's to your. See where you would be is like kind of face him up, I imagine, and he's kind of staying within your melee range. He's not going to step outside.
Even if he steps outside, I won't take an attack of opportunity because it'd be useless.
He wants, yeah. But they want to stay close because they're only in melee range anyway. They only have the melee weapon. So he's just like, okay, look, I see you've got a gun. Don't want to let's not get fucking silly with this. We just need to sort out. And this is the guy that's come around from the front where he knows there's other altercations and shit going on. Perfect. John.
Yeah, I want to try and make a disarming strike.
Okay. So you want to just knock the... Okay, so it'll be another contested strength. So you're just going to try and... Poof, you just want to knock it, hit him in the hand. You want to knock it out of his hand. You don't want to take it from him, right?
Yeah, I just want to knock it out of his hand.
Cool. Go for essentially a strength roll.
Do I add proficiency and strength to this, or is it just
you add your strength. Yeah, D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay, that'll be a 15.
Roll 19. So you go in, bat real hard, and the blow glances as he has got hold of this almost out of fear white knuckle grip over this machete as you've tried to disarm from there, and he's taking the blow, but it's not moving. His hand is melded with this machete. You still have movement if you want to do anything.
That'd be attack of opportunity range, wouldn't it?
If you stand outside, yeah.
Could I use that instead of the movement ready another attack?
No, because that's your attack already. So you can only ready attack if you don't use your attack.
Yeah, okay. Didn't that do nothing?
Cool. Lovely. So round to the front. Let me see what these guys will be doing. No, sweet. And he's down. Ooh. Okay. So you've got Lieutenant Graves, back to you. So it's back to this guy that was fronting you up now. He's facing you. He's got his bat in hand. How's he gonna... He's got a bat. This is not good. Would he? He's going to step to the way you're stood. I'm going to stand this guy up so we can see it. But I'll remember that he's not going to do any attack. So the way you've got it here is you've kind of got your back almost slightly to the log. And you've pulled this guy up in front of you, and you've got the one guy that's gone, look, come on, let's not fuck around, and he's off to your left. To your right, this guy, his eyes, even when you pulled up and you gave your speech, he just didn't. He's just staring you in the eyes now. He's not really... He was talking to you at first and was trying to get you off. He was the one telling you to fuck off, and now his gaze is honed in. He's not talking as much anymore. There's something in his eyes, and he's stepping to the side of you, but staying again within melee range, but very wary that he has a bat and you are holding his partner, whatever this is to him, in front of him. Not sure that swinging an attack right now is going to help, but he's just slow creeped around. He's not said anything. He's just stepped to the side, and again you get the feeling that they're splitting the pack, trying to Velociraptor clever girl you get around the sides. But yeah, he's not going to attack from there, I don't think. All right, Machete Boy. Seeing you with the disarming strike, trying, he's got it there. Just reaction's going to come back at you, John. And that's a 17 plus something, so I'm assuming that hits.
That hits, yep.
And that is 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
As comes, you've gone for the disarm, and he's come in the side, and you've almost... This is and close to it now, you can see that it was almost like a machete, almost like a large, it might even be like a farming implement, cutting knife, but it's not sharp, and the blunt it's forced itself in, and you feel it pierce your side, but it doesn't slice in. It's almost like a punch with the cut that comes after from a real blunted knife implement. It hurts a lot as it goes into your side, just below your rib cage, just round a love handle area. Nice little puncture. And then cool. Who's there? Okay. What you will hear. Where would he have gone? Where would he have gone? From John, you would hear this, and Graves, you'll hear this from the second floor window at the back. You hear someone shouting out, "We've got him at the front. We've got a group about 10 at the front. We need to make sure." And he's like, for fuck's sake, as he sees everything that's going on here. Graves, you won't recognise him. John, you wouldn't be able to see his face from where he is. But yeah, you hear the call go out at the back that there's something happening at the front. Gregor. Is that right? Yeah. Yes. It's not Greg, is it? Bandit. Yeah, all the bandits go after each other. Sweet. Greg. Buoyed with the confidence of his new little buddies coming to help him, is going to try and... He does. 15... And he has... 3... Oh, nice. Greg has the pole, the metal pole that Matthew gave him as one of the poles as he comes around. Oh, actually, yes, he has a pole. And after just having the attack miss from him, he swings round, looks down at his hand, kind of gives a glance to you, Luke, and then just goes, nods and swings as hard as he can. And this is like a big booming, almost like giant club hit over the top. Very strange actions. He comes down, bang, on top of the head, cracks in, almost like the vertebrae of the zombie shrink a little as it screeches a little squeal, and is looking very, very rough after that attack from Greg. And obviously, after he does it, he kind of looks towards you, Beth, and you, Luke, and like almost looking for approval on his face after swinging and attacking one of these beasts. Okay, cool. So background to Luke.
Okay, so can I can attack, yeah?
You can attack, yeah. You'd have to. Well, technically, this is out of the way now, so you could step. Yeah, you could step in to stand in front, or you could go round. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to look at Greg and give him a little wink, and then I'm going to go in for an attack.
Slide past him, give him a wink. Stop flirting for my NPCs. Okay, roll your attack.
Touch his butt on the way past as well.
So it's been a while.
Pat his bum.
He's not a nurse.
And then after that wink, I roll a 1.
Yeah, cool. So you miss. So you give them a wink, and as you look, as the thing stuck there, you swing, and just it's almost shocking that you could have missed this badly in front of this attacker. You swing through, and it's just stood there, and it's almost like, what the hell were you swinging? What did you hit? What did you miss? You just catch absolutely nothing as you swipe from left to right across this attacker, completely misjudging the distance. Almost, I'd like to think it's a bit like, you know, when you do like a no-look pull shot. But because you're not looking, you don't see how badly you've missed. That one.
You're too busy winking.
Winked and swung, and then looked back, and then realised that nothing's happened. And you're like, what the fuck has happened here? But you missed your attack. Congratulations. Beth, you've just witnessed this. Luke stepped in front of you, swung whilst looking at Greg, and missed completely.
Right. As a free action at the start, I'm going to say, I think you've got this. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to go back to where I was stood next to the window.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and see whether I can sort of lift it and force it open at the top to try and find the missing unconscious man.
Okay. So you want to try and jimmy the door. You're going to try and brute force it, or find a sweet point to open it? You don't want to smash it, right? I'm assuming.
No, I work on the basis that it's an old window, so I might just be able to force it.
Okay. Give me a strength from.
Ooh. 17.
17. Congratulations. So you...
Big strong boy.
The big strong boy. So you try and find a bit of purchase along the bottom, don't shuffle, and it's one where they slide up, so the whole bottom would slide up, and as you wiggle the middle brace, you find there's a bit of space. You get your fingers under the bottom, then force your second fingers, and you just do the full pull, and it just the little latch just poof, and the window shoots up. The called sash windows. I think they're called sash windows, right? Where they're on the ropes. Yeah, just slides up.
Right, I've got no more movement. I kind of poke my head round the corner if possible, and I kind of call out to Greg and Luke and what's Burns' character's name again?
John.
I get John and and so John can hear as well. Just say, I'm gonna go look for our friend. Yeah, thank you. I don't know whether this is me or Beth that can't remember name.
I like it. Just play it in.
I've just I've gone full becoming the character.
I'm so in the character, man. Cool. Okay, so
and that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you've just that's your full movement. You move right. Perfect. But where is yellow? Wait, how long have I been taking points off? Oh, I've been killing Greg. Genius. So on almost on death's door. It's not Greg because I nearly killed him by accident thinking he was a zombie. So you've Luke, you've winked, swung, and then this this zombie that you've missed is just looked back at you, snarled, and then jumped towards you in an attempt to try and get you. That is an 18 plus stuff, so I'm assuming that hits.
I assume so, but how do I check?
It was
your AC.
Your AC.
Your armor class at the top of the page.
Which is
Probably
like
10 or 11.
12.
12, yeah. So you take 2 points of damage and are now grappled. As after your cheeky wink, the zombie jumped forward at you, got you round to the shoulders, and it's trying to find a way to maybe take a sweet little bite. Yummy. Graves, back onto you. You have your shield. You have 2 men, 1 to either side. Give me a free perception check just to start.
12.
12. Okay, so you note, the only thing you note as you're here in this situation is that when you came through, there was 3 people. There's 3 people here, but this guy on your left was an additional. So that other guy hasn't turned up. You're almost like not just where you're keeping track of where there might be enemies. Is someone trying to flank me? What's going on? You've noticed that one of the guys you spotted at the beginning isn't here with you, whilst you have 1 in front of you and these 2 no ones to your side. That's a bit of spatial awareness.
Okay. Do I recognise the voice of the guy that shouted out the back, or do I get a view of him at all?
With 12, you get a view of him. It just again looks like a younger male, dark hair from what you can see from there, but you don't recognise the voice at all. You see the window open, you see the kind of head pop out and a shout, and almost a look of like fuck, as he gives the call that something's happening around the front, and you hear that something's happening around the front. That he was shouting out the back to these guys, and then notes that they're in a bit of a situation with you.
Kind of keeping an attack ready. I'm almost just kind of gonna have a free action and just to speak. And basically, the guy that crept forward, that looks like he's gonna take a swing on my right, say to him, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! Look! He said you've got 10 around the front. I can come and help you.
Okay.
Should we go deal with those at the front?" Almost like a persuasion.
Do you want to do a persuasion?
I'm just trying to think, like... I'm trying to think of how... Because how I've done it, it wouldn't be a persuasion. Maybe the way that I've said it was persuading.
No, it would be a persuasion. This was whether it's whether that's your action to try and disengage this with a persuasion check, or you're just chancing your luck with it as a free action and you want to have something up your sleeve, essentially.
I'm just trying to basically be a chancer. I'm not trying to persuade him to go and do anything. If I was going to try and make him do something, I'd probably try and intimidate it a little bit more and change what I said. To be more of a, look, you can either continue try fighting me and your friend gets a bullet in his head, or we can go around the front and deal with what the hell's going on there. Okay.
Give me a persuasion check. But because it's a free action, it'll be a rather high DC.
$17.
The guy that's staring at you doesn't respond, but you see his eyes flicker to the other guy, and he gives him a nod, and then his eyes come back to you.
Okay. If I'm allowed to, I'm ready in action, but I'm ready in attack, but it's just there as a defense mechanism.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Granny's hand. So it's back round to the guy that was on your left. He has heard the call go out, that there's something happening around the front. He's been pulled around from the other side. He's then seen that wink and nod. And he's just going, look, just don't fucking shoot anyone, all right? And he turns and backs up facing you, but then makes his way away. I can't talk and count. A minute. Yeah, cool. And he literally backs up and says that to you, turns and just starts legging it back towards the way he came.
Okay.
John.
Originally, I wasn't trying to hurt this guy so much, but after being hit like that, I'm just going to take a swing at his torso.
Yep. Roll attack.
That would be 15.
15. Yep, that hits. Give me damage.
Six.
Fuck me in a bit. With a hammer?
Yeah.
You do a lot of damage.
Because I'm pissed off.
Yeah. So he's swung in and hit you in the side, and it's kind of and almost as you look down, you with the rage that's built now, you look up at him, and he kind of brings his eyes up from the machete in your side to you, just staring at him, and it's like almost it'd be like a gulp moment for him, like fuck, and you just bang, side of the head, the side of his skull caves in completely.
I was going for the torso because I don't want to try and kill him, but
so you go for non-lethal.
Yeah, essentially with a non-lethal with a hammer, so I mean it could be lethal. I guess,
yeah.
Essentially, go for the torso rather than the head.
If the non-lethal lethal is that essentially if you technically you hit 0 hit points someone, but you're telling me you're not trying to kill them, they won't die. Unless you really fuck them up badly. We did 100 damage to him, but I don't want him to die. It's like, well, no, he's probably going to die. But yeah, if you're saying it's non-lethal, then it won't knock him. So you swing in, and yeah, as you go for the torso, you catch the kind of like corner of his jaw, and it pops a little bit, and you see his eyes like almost flash with fear, and they stay as he slow falls backwards. It looks like however you caught him, whatever you caught as you were going just to try and take a damage, the initial blow knocked him out, and then the second blow took him to the torso as he spins off his shoulder onto the floor. He is knocked out.
Nice. I can move then, can
Yeah, if you just attacked, yeah.
I can't make a perception check, can I?
No, you've already had an action, no. But from there, you would see an altercation in front of you. You would see that there is what looks like 2 or 3 people in front of you. You can't make out who they are.
I just want to move up to the corner where that guy just knocked out came from.
Yep. Right. So you've got an extra 10 foot if you wanted it, but yeah, you're in that corner.
No, just can I be more round the corner?
Oh,
so I'm kind of in,
this way.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, because you've got Beth behind you. Perfect. Dead and not dead. Cool. Perfect. It is internal guy, I think. He went down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you won't see the move. Okay. Perfect. It is back round to Greg, because the next 2 moves were the 2 guys, but you can't see them, so I'm not going to move them because you can't know what they did. It's a secret. Greg hits a big blow onto... Yeah, that hits good. And it's low. What's this one? Gelb. Boom. So again, Luke, as you are fighting, this zombie's got you, and it's jumped at you, he's got you grappled, it's pulling. Greg sat next to you, and he again looks at you, looks at it, swings up, and just bang again. And the force of strength as you're looking at it, and its face and your face, Luke, as you're fighting it there, half of its head just squishes down to become almost like a little box, as this pipe. And you've seen Matthew swing this pipe. This looks like a different pipe. The way that this guy is swinging this, that is crazy. Squishes the head down, and as you're holding it, you realise after about half a second that it's no longer holding you, and you let go, and no longer grappled, and he falls to the floor. As Greg pats you on the shoulder and goes, "This is fucked up." And that's the end of Greg's go. Luke, you are up.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is almost kind of twitch my eyes a little bit. So I don't know if you've seen the In-Betweeners Peep Show when he's in the interview and he winks at somebody and then pretends
and tries to pass it off. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like, oh, and I'm going to like twitch my eyes a bit and go, oh, it's got something in my eyes before. I completely missed that guy.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then I'm going to say, who's left at this point?
So from what you can see there, as you look around, dusting yourself off with the twitch in your eye, you can see that there is. Actually, give me a perception check for how much you fully see.
That would be 11.
11. So as you glance around, you kind of brush off the bit with Greg about looking, and as you spin round, you see that there are at least two attackers at the door, and coming up the road in slower degrees are another 4 zombies. You don't notice yet that anyone's maybe approached the corner on the backside. You just see those guys. You kind of kill the guys. You see 2 at the front door, and you see some more coming up the path, and you're like, oh, okay, right, fuck.
I'd say to Greg, we need to get outside of these guys and proceed to run towards the back.
Mm-hmm. Cool. You get alongside Beth. Unless you want to step further forward and use more, but you're there or thereabouts. As
No,
Beth
no.
is. You get to the corner and Beth's got the window open.
I'll just ask him, what are you doing?
Which is great.
Use your action, your bonus action to go extra distance. Go through the window.
Do you want to go through the window? You can see the window's open. You could use your extra action to go through the window if you want, but once you get in, you're in. There's no checking.
No, I don't know what's in there, so I'll stick where I am for now.
Good. Beth looking for meat shields left, right, centre. Beth, you're up.
I'd like to climb through the window, please.
Yeah, cool. So that takes an additional 5 to climb through the window. So you use 10 foot to get inside.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm. You are inside. Would you like to give me a free perception check for what you see?
3.
3.
A 3 perception check, did you say?
Yeah, for free, as in like this is what you see.
No, it was a 3.
I know you got a 3, but I was just checking that that's what you understood. You know, Beth's a little bit slow, just Beth. Cool. So you don't see much. You do notice as you step in and you look up, you see two guys. One you didn't see much from the beginning. One you recognise as the man that was at the front. The other one you assume was maybe the guy that took Matthew in, but you didn't really pay that much attention. You were still blowing out your ass, and they're pushing a table up against the front door. And you're like, oh, and then you look to your right and you see that what you had missed before is this rolls up into a staircase.
So I can't see Matthew.
You can't see Matthew as you look now. No, you just see those two moving because as you climb through and you crouch down, you're like, oh, because they're a little bit closer than you maybe were expecting, and they're just shoving this table, this wooden table, up against the door, throwing as whatever they can.
Do they see me?
As you're looking there now, you don't believe they see you, but you've got. Okay. That you've just stepped in, so you've got your movement. You could try and hide if you wanted, or move.
Can I stealthily try and go up the stairs?
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
Please stealth be something that I'm not shit at. That's a 10.
A 10, okay. So you make your way upstairs, or to what you think is upstairs. And you don't know if you are not seen. I've got no space for this now, have I? You're upstairs.
Okay. Do I see Matthew?
Do you want to use your action to perceive because you've had a free perceive or investigate?
Well, it depends how far am I like the landing?
You are around. Yeah. Let me see if I can find a way of positioning this somewhere. I've got no table left. I've
got nothing left.
DM needs bigger table.
Needs another table.
We probably don't in the front anymore, do we? Do we? Maybe.
We do, because all the zombies. Oh, just put it on top. That'd be cool.
Put it on top.
Put it on top. He can't hear us. No, I've fallen out of the building.
I need smaller perspex. So you get to the corner.
Yeah.
And you can.
After I fell out down the stairs.
After I push you off, yeah, you're in the way. So yeah, you get to the corner with your movement. You probably could have another 10 foot if you want, and you've got just a corridor in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly go up to the first. Well, not slowly, because that would be the action of a 6-second turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go
towards it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the first door.
Yep.
And see if I can open it.
Okay, cool.
Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna perceive. I'm gonna use my perception as my.
You're just gonna use that as your action. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Give me.
Or should I use the door opening as the action?
I don't think you'll quite get.
I trust everyone else to fight.
I don't think you'll quite get to the door. I think you'll get towards the door. I think you quite get to the door with this one.
I'll do a perception, see if I can hear anyone upstairs.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a 9.
A 9.
9. I can't hear anything.
You listen out from here. You can hear the scraping of wood across like. The tables and chairs being scraped across, and the squeaking of wood being dragged across the floor surfaces to be pushed against the door. That's the main sound that you pick up from a 9. A 9. Right, we're going to put this here and hope it doesn't fuck up anything. Ignore the road. Can't move. Perfect. Dead. Dead, not dead. Lieutenant Graves. Mano a mano. You are with your human shield, facing off against this guy who, after your chat, gave the kind of nod to the other guy who's now run off. It is you and him, and he is just glaring straight at you.
Look, what are we doing here? Ready in an action. Not moving anywhere. It's just as a response from him literally saying nothing. Mm-hmm. I'll probably swivel the guy around so he's in between.
Okay. Cool. John.
I'm going to roll a perception to see if I can see what's going on with Lieutenant Graves.
Wait, hang on. Who's that one then? No, actually, I think it's Hat Guy first, isn't it? One. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, sorry. It's this guy who would actually probably get this far, shit his pants and run the opposite way. Fuck that for a banana. Cool. John, back to you.
So yeah, perception check to see what's going on with Lieutenant Graves. Oh, who
I think is. Yeah, cool. So you see that altercation. You'd have heard the shout as well for the one around the front. So you give me a perception roll.
14.
14. So you, yeah, it's not the best, but you do notice the standoff at least. You see clearly that these aren't, like, there's someone else here in an altercation that is against the people you're fighting against. Looking at the stand-up, you're like, it could be Graves, it could be someone else of the armed forces. You'd probably sway towards thinking it is, but you can't clearly see what it is. And again, remember, Graves is just like completely caked in mud. But you can clearly see it's someone facing with there being a hostage situation, is what you're seeing. But you're seeing that
I'd see the gun.
You'd see the gun. You see the hostage situation, and you'd see that the person that looks like the group that you've been fighting is the one that's facing off against the hostage situation. Okay, like this guy might be on your side, possibly, or he's definitely the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? That sort of assumption.
Yeah, that assumption plus knowing that Graves is kind of heading this way and he had a gun, I would hedge my bets, and certainly the fact he's gone up against this group. So I'd obviously that's my action. I'd move forward as far as I can, along the wall.
As far as you can, double action or just standard?
Well, I can't do double because I want to use my action over now.
Oh yeah, good. Well, no, with a perception, we'll give 3 perceptions on the further one because they're not fun.
Okay, how far would I get with a normal?
So you can get to here with 30, which is 5, 10, about 15 foot away. So you could get right behind it, but you wouldn't be able to do any action. I do believe on the back of Dan's call.
I thought you were going to do Southern Belle there. I do believe.
I do declare. There's been a murder. Where's gear? I think you can throw light hammers. So if you wanted to attack with just that movement at 20-foot range, which this would be within, you could throw your hammer as an attack. You'd have to go and pick it up after. But yeah, your hammers and knives, daggers. If you wanted to have a frame range of 20 to anything above 60 is a disadvantage.
As cool as that would be at this point, I'll just stay as I am. Would I at this point realise it's Graves once I'm this close?
You might do, but you also are still. You've seen the altercation. You're still just like full of rage of the one before. You're almost, after knocking that other guy out, you're almost just like, all of these guys are fucking a-holes and I just want to take them all out. So you probably assume it is Graves, but that's not your number one thought. Your number one thought is there's another one of these fucking assholes and they fucked up me and I've got a fucking machete hole in the fucking side. I just want to fucking hit someone. Even if you're not killing them, you're still just royally pissed.
Yeah.
So yes, you have.
So at that point I just stay there. I just sound like, you fuck.
Yeah. Cool. So now it is. Yeah, first one, second one. This is the guy, right? He goes down. So he's yeah, I think he's gonna. So this guy that's been staring at you, Graves. You hear that, and Graves, you will see John coming over, a bit more distinguishable because he's not covered in mud and caked, and you see that someone you recognise is there. As this guy doesn't move, he hears the shout of "you fuck," almost doesn't move towards it. Takes a slight step, and he's gonna swing. I think he's waited and calculated long enough that he's gonna try and take a swing at you. Your human shield, we'll say, will act like a shield, so it will add +2 to your AC as you try and use the body as your defector against this club attack.
Because I've held a readied action, would I be able to do that as a defensive action as well? And so I'm not looking to hit him, I'm looking to kind of...
Fast as well, doesn't it? Okay.
I'm not wanting to strike him, but I'm basically looking to use that action to defend. I don't know how it works in...
It's the trigger of your ready, because a ready action on someone stepping into my space would trigger it. It's what would trigger your action to, and what was your action if is it like a?
I'm literally as a defense to defend myself, like almost looking to parry him, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking to defend myself.
You could pull the body closer, I guess.
You've got the AC. So if he's going to attack against you, you've got that AC. I've rolled the dice already. You've got that AC boost of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either take the attack and then retaliate with an attack, or you can roll if you want to ready your action. Let's say you could, using the body as advantage, try and beat the roll with, what would it be?
Beat Dex?
Yeah, probably it wouldn't be a counter. It wouldn't be a counter. I don't want you adding 2 things to it, so it wouldn't be a counter. No. It would be a proficiency. It would be a Dex roll. Yeah, so roll plus your Dex modifier to time the beating of his attack. And I've already rolled the dice, so I know what he's rolled.
Okay.
So he's gone to attack. We'll use this then as okay, you're going to try and just use your action to get out of the way, rather than a retaliation. He's going to hit you. You're going to tit for tat him back.
I rolled a 19, so it's 20, including my Dex.
And he rolled an 18. But his 18 is +3.
Ooh.
So he just gets you, right? 21 to 20.
Yep. And my AC is 15.
Yeah, your AC is 15, yeah. That's 15
and I'm on 1 hit
plus
point.
2.
Yeah.
So he's going to poof. Sweet. So that hits.
I go down. I'm on 1 hit point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, you try and pull across the body in time, and the bat comes round, and it just clips round the unconscious guy and just cacks you in the side of the head. And that's enough with the action just to send you spinning as you both clatter to the floor. You go down. You are, unconscious, right?
Yep.
You'll be on death save as you're down. Body comes with you. And that guy, after hitting, immediately spins to where the fuck off came from. As I like, he's got the one, but poof, spin round. What the fuck? Where's that coming from? That was him. These guys here. Greg is going to follow up with Luke to find out what the hell's going on. He's just become your buddy now. He's like, don't leave me behind, as these guys move up. These will all, they didn't see you, so they are all hoarding towards where the rest of them are. No, cool. And we are back round 2. Really barricaded. Luke, round to you.
Can I hear any of the altercation at the back?
No, I don't even think with a perception check you'd hear. You'd seen John's run that way. That's what you would know, but you've seen Beth jumped in through the window, Greg's come up beside you, and John's shot off down running that way. You might have heard him shout, "You fuck," but It would have been very distant.
I'm gonna go through the window.
Okay. So that's fine. That's just a move set that uses. So I've used 15 of your foot of your movement to get inside. As you land, again, as you're confronted, as you look up, you can hear them pushing, and then you see two guys pushing benches against the door.
So I can see the guys to the left.
Yeah, as you creep in, you can see them there. You've got your, I think so you can do the same as Beth. You can try and stealth and get around them. You could try and go upstairs. You see the stairs, the same thing that he's seen as you jumped in. They haven't seemed to notice you yet. They look like they're concentrating on barricading this front door.
Okay, I'm going to proceed up the stairs so they don't see me.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
That's 11.
11. Cool. So you creep up, and you literally creep up right around the corner, and as you get to the corner, look round, you see Beth that's just sat right before the door. You almost run into his backside. So you guys are... Oh, this might be a little bit difficult to see. So you get to him on the corner. So you could... well, what did you jumped in? You've moved. So yeah, you're only moving. So you could use your action to move further or do something else within the corridor.
I'd say to Beth, have you seen anyone up here?
Beth just turns around and goes, "Shh! Gotta be quiet." Oh, hold on. I'm just gonna have to do it in normal voice. We've got to be quiet.
Yeah.
But like, pretend it's whispered.
Cool. And it's Beth's go.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna try the first door then. So I'm gonna go up to the first door, and I'm gonna sort of open it and see what I can see inside.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it slowly.
Okay. So you get to the door, open it slowly, peek inside. Looks like a bedroom. Because the door will open in, so it would open kind of this way in. So you'll be able to see as you peek this corner as the door opened up, and you see there's a bed in there and a unit as you're kind of opening the door slowly.
So is that going to count as my action or not?
No, if it's just a peek, you've just got it open. You've had a little looking glance. You can open the door and see what. You can open the door, see what's there, what you can see open, or you can perception check or whatever else you can do from there. But as you've opened it at a peek, that's what you see. It's like the slice through the door frame is just a bed and what you assume would then be a bedroom. Funny enough.
If I don't see anything there, I'm going to sort of start moving towards the other door.
Mm-hmm. So you would have gone for 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you'll be right outside it.
Did you say I could try and beat this one as well?
Yeah, you can try and beat that one if you want.
Yeah, please.
It's a dragon. No. Same thing. Open up the door as it opens in. Opens on the opposite side, so it opens against that door, and again you see. So it's a bit darker in here, but you see again a bed, sliver of a bed, and a sliver of a side unit.
I'll try and do a perception check in this one, see if there's anything.
Okay, so you open the door a little bit. Give me a perception check.
16.
16. So as you open the door a bit more, you notice that it's darker because part of the curtains have been drawn, but as you open it up, there's no real sign of anything on there. You notice the bed's slightly ruffled, that someone might have been in there and sleeping, but this just looks like a bedroom.
Okay. I kind of turn towards where Luke is.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, I can't see Matthew.
Cool.
And then that's
Mm-hmm. That's your move. But Lieutenant Graves. Death save and throw, please.
Would you like me to DM you this one?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, dude. That rule was so cool. Yes, please. Secret death saving throw. So for those not aware, you have 3 death saving throws. You have to roll a 10 or above to succeed. 3 succeeds and you get 1 health point and you're alive. 3 fails and you are dead. A critical success, and that 20 gives you 2. And a critical fail gives you 2 on the fail as well. But by not having Lieutenant Graves tell us what his role is, the rest of the guys don't know whether he succeeded or failed, and therefore how many rounds he has of life left, how close to needing recovery he may well be. Where if he was to roll and say it was a success, you might be like, yeah, he'll probably be alright, we'll just leave him be. Where actually what John's just seen is someone that he knows get clonked in the head, dropped to the ground and needs assistance.
Sent.
Lovely, thank you, I saw. What did I write? Oh yeah, I'll put that on you. Cool. So it is. That's still on there. And that is. I've just written hat. So it's that guy, right? Oh no, it's this guy inside. One guy. Hat guy's around the corner. Okay, slowing down. He is probably going to make his way back towards. Yeah, he's probably going to get up towards back to the location after seeing the fucking threat. And John, you'll hear this. You hear a voice from around the corner. As someone shouts, there's fucking loads of them out front. We need to get in there. We need to get in and get it secured. There's no way we can take those on. And you hear that just from some. You can't see someone, but around the corner from where you are, you can hear that someone is approaching and shouting. Which brings us to your go, John.
At this point, I was kind of in a rage, pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been here seeing Graves go down. I assume Graves. So I'm going to run and attack that guy that hit Graves.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, he's down to you. Okay. Cool. So you run straight up to him, roll your attack.
That would be a 17.
17 hits. Un damage.
A 5.
5. Good hit. Solid hit. This guy looked pretty fresh actually when he came around. So he swung around to see you. He's got his bad. He's bad. He's just clocked the other guy, and as you come charging down towards him, he's gone to try and deflect a little bit, and you've hit him again. The strength and like you are in a pissed off rage now. You've just cracked him with this hammer across the side. Pretty decent blow. Pretty decent blow to the leg. Right, what these guys?
But I see that other guy now where I am. Am I just too focused?
You're too focused on him. You've just charged. You've heard the guy. You know that there's someone there, but you kind of don't care that he's there. You kind of just like, fuck. I see this guy. I'm fucking still going. You like know someone's there, but that's it. Target 1 is just poof, bosh this guy. Round 2. And so this is the guy then. So yeah, you've just run in, cracked him. He then turns, blocks, and tries to swing back at you across the opposite side to where the machete went, but a swing to the ribs with a bat. For a 11.
That's equaling my AC.
Oh, meets it, beats it. Oh. That's 5 points of damage.
That's me down to 1 point.
Oh. So again, you've gone in, big swing over the top, opening up one side of your body, and he's taking the blow and just short, boof, and properly punted right into the other side. Both your torso, your core, just taking a complete pounding at the moment.
Greg, save us!
Oh, it is Greg. Super Greg. He has just watched you guys go inside, though. He doesn't want to be left alone.
And he's Luke's new BFF.
He is Luke's new BFF. And he just rolled a 1 on his stealth check. Greg, not wanting to be left alone, seeing what's going on, stumbles through the window as he tries to come through. He's like what we were saying before. He's probably like 6'3". He's a taller man, and he's tried to climb through the same way he's just watched Luke and Beth go through, not wanting to be left alone, hurrying a little bit, knowing that last time he was left, he nearly got bonked, and just slips, bang, hits the floor, alerting himself to these two guys in the middle. Seeing he's going to jump up, panic, and just run upstairs, I think. So yeah, he will, and you two upstairs you'll have heard this. That's a very tall, probably quite weighty man that's fallen over, hit the floor, and then scrabbed on his hands and feet, like up the stairs as quickly as he can into the back of you. And as he comes around, Luke, you just feel like a hand on your ankle, and he goes, I fell.
I'd say, did they see you?
And he goes, I think so.
Oh, shit.
It's a big no shit. So, back round to the top. You guys hear from the bottom of the stairs someone shout up. And he just shouts, knowing that he's seen Greg run that way. Look, we haven't got time to fuck around. You need to get down. We've got bigger problems. Can you get the fuck down here? Cool. You just hear that from up top. Back to Luke. Your go.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
And that's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Your turn to...
I don't particularly want to go down there.
She's like, I don't know what is going on.
Where is Beth at this point?
Beth, so you're at the corner. Beth was... Beth was down... Oh, not please turn up.
Beth was Jesus, yeah.
Beth was not Jesus. Beth is down he's shouted at you from the back room. So there's a door here. He was at that door and he shouted down to you that he can't see. Well, whispered, shouted down to you. He can't find Matthew. And you on that corner. And then you had Greg grab your ankle, look up at you as he scampered up the stairs and be like, oh, Phil.
Okay, I'm going to quietly make my way to Beth.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you can get alongside him.
And I'm going to say to him quietly that Greg's fallen over and I think he's alerted the guys downstairs.
Well, that was silly of him.
Cool. Is that your lot?
Oh, yes, it.
Wicked.
You're not going anywhere? Or?
He's not going anywhere.
We'll see.
Yeah, Luke is very indecisive.
Bloody Luke. Where did he get that from? Graves. Second death save through, please.
Standing now.
Do.
Perfect. Oh, Jesus. What would...
Jesus do?
What would he do? You're going for him. So it's this guy on the corner. He's seen John run forward and hit the guy. You've got two guys down. He's just run round and he's seen... I think he might... Yeah. He just goes, fuck this! Fuck it! And just throws his bat on the floor and just runs off. Full tilt away. He's run backwards, seen that go fuck up, tried to calm it down, run forwards, seen a decent sized group of zombies run back, and now a different person's there twatting his mate, and it's just like, what the fuck's this? Fuck this! What's the fucking point? And that's it. He's just thrown his bat on the floor and he's legged it off into the bush. He is full tilt going out through the woods. Fuck this for a laugh. I've had enough. There's no point. This isn't worth it. But I don't care about this shit. He's gone.
I had to shout out, pussy!
He's gone. He's just like... I can't think that that's such a random backwards and forwards that I can't think there's anything else to do. John, so back around to you. So yeah, you hear... You've taken a swing, hit him. You've taken a hit back, and you are rough. You've heard this guy just like, fuck this, and he's just bolted out, and you are face to face with this guy.
Yeah, so I'm obviously hitting, and I just lash out with my hammer.
Roll an attack.
Oh, that's not good. 7.
Ooh, that is not good. That misses. So you swing out, and he's with the kind of the blow affecting. As you've swung, he's just deflected it up above the hammer, missing its target completely. You don't have any bonus actions you could use, do you? You don't have anything special for your character type, just in case.
No, it's like just helpful for somebody else.
Help, yeah. Checks. Okay, cool. Yeah, you swung and you have missed the dice. They do decide. Yep. Okay. Okay, it's this guy. He's seen you miss. He's gonna almost give you a little shove back to get a good fucking volley at your face here. This guy has had enough of you fucking around, John. He's done. He's rolled a 17 plus stuff.
So. Yeah, that hits. So that's me down.
You're down as well. So yeah, he pushes you back, volleys up with the bat, and doof. John, you fall back poof, into the log, slot down, and seeing that he's probably just gonna. What is he gonna do? I think he's Where would he have seen? He's seen you guys. He's not seen anyone else. He's seen the. I think he's fucking a bit deranged. He's gonna go around this way. He's going to start making his way towards the front. This is a man who's seemingly feeling invincible from just taking bullshit, seeing stuff, and hitting people with a bat. He's just going to carry on.
He's not been hit at all yet, has he?
No, he's been hit once.
Hit once?
Yeah, he's been hit once. So he's feeling pretty good about himself, to be fair. Greggles is... what is Greg going to do?
Do I do a death save now, or
no? It's on your next go. Greg is shitting his pants. So Greg's gonna again try and be quiet, but is almost like incapable of stuff coming around. Just tap you again, Luke. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
I think he's asking the wrong person here.
He looks under the corner, Beth, at you, just like this guy he doesn't know what's going on. He's hit a couple of people. We thought things were going well. He's just fallen over. Some dude shouted at him to come downstairs, and Luke's run off and left him again.
We need to find Matthew.
Have you seen him up here?
No one's seen anyone up anything. This is on Greg's move as well, so cool. Greg's gonna cool. Greg's gonna hold an action in case. Just turn a face, almost like covering your rear, to just be like, cool, nothing's happening. I'll just stand and face the other way and hope nothing bad happens. Good old helper is Greg. And at this point, so back round to the top. Based on that. So you don't hear any more from the guy downstairs. I think he is likely going to go back. Luke, background to you.
Is there a door at the end I can see?
There is a door at the end you can see, yeah.
So I'd say to Beth, which rooms have you tried?
I mean, you'd probably be able to work it out.
When you were stood like
when you watch him open the two doors.
Oh, I forgot I was up there.
Yeah, you were
so
looking around the corner, yeah.
I'll proceed to the end door and open it.
Okay. As you get to the end door and try to open it, it is locked.
Fuck's sakes.
Yeah. With that, locks on doors.
Channel your inner Cantona.
I'd turn to the guys and say, have you got anything to open this?
What the fuck? What? No.
Have you not got any like lockpicks or anything?
Do I look like I know how to pick a lock?
Well, we can't really do brute force because they'll probably hear us.
Just
Gotta
do something.
What are you doing, Luke? What you doing, Luke?
I'm probably just going to end my move there because I don't want to.
Paralyzed.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Beth, it's round to you. Beth, really living out the Bigherbthenerd dream of working with the Truckle Bros in situations where you need a clear hand. So, Beth, Luke has walked up to the door, stared at it, checked it's locked, and then asked you for help. Greg is just standing, holding guard behind you, and you've not heard anyone else shout upstairs since the first call.
Right. Greg, go see what the others are doing. And after I've done that, I'm just going to charge and try and shoulder push through the door.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Just going to shoulder barge it.
You go hit that door.
What do I need to roll for?
Oh, you don't have chromas, do you? Yeah, you're attacking the door essentially. So you are trying to break through a door.
What I do?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what.
Well, you can try and doors have three options. You can brute force it open. You can lock pick it to open the lock if it's locked, or you can hit it with stuff until, like an enemy, you break its AC and its health disappears. But then that door becomes obviously a broken mess and it's no longer a door.
Okay, well, I'm going to get my hammer and I'm going to swing it where the lock bit is.
Okay, so you're going to try and strength check, just boot open the lock. Okay, cool.
No, I'm going to hit it with my hammer.
Hit with your hammer.
Because I want those extra bonuses.
Okay. Cool. So, you're going to hit with, so you're going to attack the door.
Yeah, basically.
Attack the door. Because you could use the hammer to strength check it open, but if you want to get your bonuses, you're attacking the door then. It's an interior door, right? So it's not as difficult as you've been breaking into on front doors, but it's still not like a breach. I mean, if you tried to break through like your bathroom door, it's not, you can't just put your foot through it.
Well, I'm just going to do what I was going to do anyway.
Okay.
What I was going to do initially. So yeah, I'm just going to hit it with my hammer.
Hit with a hammer.
That's a 6.
An attack?
Yeah.
You're a 6. You hit the door, but it doesn't really give.
Oh, well that sucks. Anyway.
Yeah, like you rolled an attack, not damage, right?
Yeah, that was a...
Oh, you rolled a d20 and rolled a 6. More low than a 6 if you added stuff.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool.
I'm just going to say, so much for being quiet.
I think with a 6, it probably would be quiet.
Just glances off the door. Boom.
I look at him and just give him evil eyes.
It's a flat. It's a flat hammer. Yeah, you've hit and yeah, you've hit, but you've not made any dents towards the door.
He's just brought the wooden mallet rather than the bolt beam hammer.
It's like you've hit a door, it makes a bang, but it's not made any damage. Graves, round to you. Your only hope lying unconscious, also next to you. So that's great.
Sent.
Cool. That is your third roll. So you're not dead yet. That's a shame. And straight into John. Death save. So roll above. You just roll and then tell me the number. But for your sake, 10 and above is a pass. And then like 9 and below is a fail. 3 fails, death. 3 passes, you go to 1 HP and we go from there.
Sent.
Cool. These guys. No, okay. Oh, fucking Rambo killer.
Psycho killer. Don't know the rest of the song.
Guess Gussie.
That's the one.
Fighting the zombies.
He's just charging around. Yeah, this guy's running on. God knows what he's running on, but it feels like pure adrenaline. Greg is just nods at you, Beth, and just runs straight the way he came. So he will. He's gonna run and try and dive through the window on a double dash. So he gets to the bottom. As he comes down the bottom stairs, there's no one there. He just runs and just tries to dive straight through. Let's see if he prones himself.
I was hoping he was going to do a Family Guy fall down the stairs.
No, he's not. I can't have him fail twice on the same bad thing. So yeah, he almost in like a Brick Tamland from Anchorman just looks at you, Beth, nods, turns and just starts running. That runs down the stairs, and then he just wants to get out. So he just dives himself through the window to try and find the others and find out what the fuck's going on. Knowing that the only other people that he didn't follow were John, who went up and around the corner. So yeah, he double dashed.
Has he also got like 2 intelligence like the rest of us?
He's not the smartest. Yeah.
Tool in the shed.
He's built as like a barbarian. Yes, he was supposed to be like a bit of meat, could swing a club if needed to do some brute force, but he was just going to follow your lead.
He loves lamp.
Poor
Yeah.
man.
And he buddied up with Luke. I don't know how that happened, just a natural pairing. Cool. Back round to the front. Those guys are good. So it's fine. So Luke's back onto your go. So you've just seen Beth push you aside, and he's just hit the door with his hammer.
Seeing as noise is not a problem anymore, and remembering how he successfully opened a door previously, he's going to run up and Cantonar kick the door.
Love it.
Oh, so silly. Okay. So you shout for Beth to stand back as he's just hit the door. As you take a little charge, run. What did I get you to roll? Oh, it was just strength checks, wasn't it? Roll a strength check against the door. You're trying to. This is essentially trying to brute force the door open. It's an interior door, so it's less strong than the door you did actually kick open. So you want to roll d20 plus your strength modifier.
$11.
Shit. So, remembering fucking Cantonar kick, I know what I'm doing. You'd be like, Beth, get back! Take a little run. Maybe you didn't take enough of a run up as you wanted. You fly to go Cantonar kick, but you don't extend your leg enough. It's still part bent, and you just kind of, and your whole body goes poof against the door as you hit the ground. You didn't judge the distance well enough, and you've crumpled in a pile next to Beth, who is watching a door that's just remained the same. Slight foot mark in there where you're like body pressed, and you're a bit dirty, so you've got a bit of blood and stuff on the top of the door. But yeah, you didn't make the connection you wanted to make there, unfortunately.
It's a very successful day, isn't it, for Luke?
You guys are having a great time. I mean, yeah.
Herb likes this.
I mean, I want to see Cantonar kicks work as much as anybody. Beth, your go. You've just witnessed that. He's passed out.
I was going to say I was going to try doing the same, but no.
You sure?
Yeah. No, I am sure. I'm just going to try and shoulder barge it.
Cool.
The hammer didn't work, so I'm just going to go for shoulder.
Okay, so you're going to try and just strength check the door, pop it out of its lock, yeah? Or attack it to try and destroy the door.
Pop out of its lock.
Cool.
That's a 12.
12, I actually think. Oh no. We'll say the failed attempts knocked it down by 1 because I can't have you two just kicking doors for the fucking 45 minutes.
Sure you can.
You bounce off the door? No.
Why the hell not?
Because it's as funny as it is. Everyone gonna die. No, we'll say the interior door buckles in, and you bounce off. In fact, I'll give you the option, Beth. You can open the door, and the door is destroyed, and take 1 point of damage from your terrible shoulder barge, or the door will not open.
Do that.
Okay, take 1 point of damage.
Oh god, I have not very much health. Oh god.
You buckle the door as it bends in, and then you bounce back, but it just slowly opens after. So the lock is now bent out, the door is now open, but you've exuded your movement and your attack, crushing into it at full speed like a juggernaut.
I'm going to say to Beth, it's a good job I weakened it.
Well, as the door breaks open,
it does. The door breaks. It's like the door breaks, and then as you come back, like and you're both, and Luke's still sat on the floor. It then just goes like it's so delayed after. It doesn't open with any. It's like you broke it, and it just like farts open barely. You do what?
Well, I can't do anything else.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I thought you said something after. Cool. Round to our fallen heroes. Lieutenant Bradley Graves. 4th roll. Laying in the cold, wet mud for the second time today, you find yourself shocked awake as your eyes open, as you regain your consciousness and come back to 1 hit point. Yay! 3 successes. And as you do it, you find immediately like the set of panic. You scrap around, feeling left and right, trying to again just place where you are, who you are, what's going on, who's around. You grab the guy that's next to you and like, go to pull, and things start to slowly come back. But you are prone on the ground, but you are alive.
Literally, the only thing I'd scramble for is to find where my gun would have dropped to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, and you find it as you're scrambling around. You find your weapon. Oh yeah, that would have been a good thing for that guy to take if he was of right mind. John, please give me a death save. Your second roll.
Sant.
Have you seen where you track these as well, Bern?
It's like a 3-point thing on your sheet.
Yeah. So you just put a pip in for each one of them.
Cool.
Oh, on the sheet. Oh, okay. No. Well,
yeah, you just lets you track as well.
No, cool. And then it is, freaking our man out the front is gonna go at it, and we'll deal with that when we deal with that. Cool. Back around to the top. Luke. The door, you are just pulling yourself up, dusting yourself off from your failed Cantonal kick. You've seen Beth just charge in, hit the door. It's busted. The door's just farted open slightly. And you now have a partially open door that you can push to see inside this room in front of you.
Okay, I'm going to go into the room, and do you want me to do a perception check?
You can do a perception check to see what it is. Yeah. Or you could do an investigation if you want as well, if you were going to like try and ascertain or find some stuff in there. But if you just want to see and have a slow peek in and check nothing's there, although you did just kick the shit out of a door, so.
I mean, I can't imagine any food up here, so I'll do a perception.
Do a perception.
That is an 11.
An 11. So you open the door and you see in front of you just like lots of cabinets and things that had been potentially moved. It's almost like it doesn't look like a pulled together room. Almost like almost has the semblance of like a spare room that you've put all your junk in. Like there's like cabinets in here, but there's cabinets in front of cabinets and bits round, and there's just like a mass of units and drawers and things, and what looks like all the pieces from around the house that maybe moved up. So you see like almost like a coat of armor statue piece, and there's like some racks and stuff on the side. So you're like, there's just a lot of shit in here. But yeah, you get the feel that lots of stuff is either the junk room that's been put in, or a lot of stuff has been moved into this room. It's not set out the way that a room would normally be set out.
Does the does the suit of armor have a sword?
It's not. It is your. Well, that's Luke's go, right?
No, it's not my go. But
it's not your go. So yeah, Luke, that's your thing. So you've gone in there and you've seen, right, you've got the door open. That's what is in front of you. I can give you a investigation check if there's something you'd specifically like to investigate, or just a general investigation.
Check for a shotgun.
I'm gonna do investigation check for a sword.
A sword.
Because I've been fighting with very short knives. Well, shortish knives. So something a bit more, I don't know.
Lengthy.
A lengthy sheath.
Give me an investigation check.
I'll take it as a no because I got a 3.
A 3. So you can. This is. Let me put it closer. Oh. You can. Yeah, you go through and you can see some bits and bobs as you pull around, but yeah, with 3, you're like, okay, there's just lots in here, and you're trying to like almost scrabble over, and you're trying to open cabinet doors that are banging off stuff, and you're not really finding anything. You're just making a bit of a ruckus and firing around.
So no Matthew is also the query.
No, yeah. He wasn't even, yeah, he's just tied up in the corner, but he didn't ask to look for him, so no, he's not. No Matthew. No Matthew's beside. This is, yeah, well, a locked doorway. It looks like lots of stuff's been thrown in here and hidden away. So it is Beth's go now.
I'm gonna head towards the bottom of the stairs then. So I'm probably not going to be able to get to the stairs. But we know Matthew's not up here, or we think Matthew's not up here. So
no. So actually, yeah, you've seen
how far can I go? Can I go towards the first room? Because I didn't actually look at that.
Yeah, you take 10 to get in front of the first room.
Okay, we'll go to the first room.
Yep.
I'll do a perception. I'll kind of open up and do a perception check.
Yep. Perception check.
Which was an 8.
8. Okay, then, so you push open the door, fully open this time, and it's there. You see the big window that's at the back, like a really big window that looks out onto the garlands and the thing. And this is just a laid out bedroom, as far as you can see. Bed's there. It barely looks touched. There's a couple of side units, a wardrobe and bits, but nothing. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. There's no one hidden there that you suspect.
And then I'm going to continue down the corridor towards the stairs.
Okay. So you can get probably to the base of the stairs if you wanted to.
Do a stealth check for that.
Not to get down to the base stairs. If you want to pass out.
Base of the stairs.
Yeah, you could be at the base stairs on the corner. So you'd be like.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay there for now.
Yeah.
And then that'll be.
Yeah. So this is your little head down
there. So no, actually that would be a perception check. So I'll leave it for now, and then I'm still trying to look for Matthew.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Graves, you are at 1 health point. You are back to consciousness.
Yeah. So stand myself up and just have a look around. Obviously, I see the guy I was holding's on the floor.
Yeah.
As I notice, John, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, you would see John. You'd recognise John.
I'll walk over to him and try and kind of assist to kind of wake him up if I don't see anyone else around, and just almost like have him, like we're basically checking he's still alive, and yeah.
Yeah. So do you have? You don't have any. You could use a med kit on him if you had first aid kit or bandage. I don't know if you had any on you.
No.
No. Okay. So you can. Yeah, you can stabilize him as your use of your action, which stops him rolling death saves and brings him to 1 hit point. But he's still prone.
Yep. Doing that.
Perfect. So, John, you as it comes down to your go, you awaken. You're at one hit point, and you look up, almost the being knocked out, knocking the rage out of you as you look up, and you recognise Graves, kind of just prepping you, sitting you up against the rope, just giving you a little slap to your eyes roll back, and you're there. You're back conscious. You're at 1 health point, and it's your go.
Graves, you're okay.
Yeah, I think so. I could have a bruise on my head, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty beaten up too. Has everyone gone?
I don't know where the guy went that hit me. I don't know. There was like 4 of them I saw at one point at different points. Where are the others at? Where's Dylan? Where's Luke? Where's Matt? Where's Beth? What's going on?
No idea where Dylan went. We lost him. These guys took Matthew inside unconscious. The others were around the side. I don't know if they've tried to get into the building. They were back around the corner where I came from last I saw.
Well, let's head back round where you saw him last and try and trace him from there.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of like help him up.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of arm in arm struggle to like help each other back along there.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So you're both up. So you start making your way towards the house, right?
Making my way.
Making my way.
Down.
Cool. Back round to those guys, and then. Nope. Perfect.
So our death saves reset now, don't they?
Yeah. It's only per unconscious, so you're back to 0-0 on both. Cool. As you guys are kind of getting up, you just see kind of bounding around the corner as you guys get up. Greg, he's just like properly storming his way, straight arm running almost to get to you. As he gets, he's like, guys,
Breathe. Just breathe.
They're inside. They told me to come and get you. That was it.
Well, let's go and get them then.
Did you say how many of those guys are in there?
There's some inside. I fell over. And that's what you get from him.
I've just got images of like a grown man that looks like a golden retriever chasing.
Yeah, I was thinking like a dog as well.
Tongue hanging out the side of the mouth.
Do you know what doesn't help? Is that mini is I think with the mini I stole is for Shaggy from Scooby Doo. I was like, this looks like a human. It won't like, no one's gonna know. But I think me consciously, like subconsciously knowing it's Shaggy makes me in my head think that Greg is more like Shaggy. I think it's happened, and I can't stop it now. It's done. Cool. So that was Greg just going to find you guys. He found you. You're both up. This is great. Didn't even need to help. Those guys are still markarding. So Luke, you are in the room. You've tried to find some stuff. You can see there's stuff here. You've got a broom of tat in front of you, and Beth is just dipped off behind you.
Oh, sorry.
No. Luke.
Sorry, my internet keeps cutting out a bit.
Oh.
Is it my go, is it? Yeah.
Yes. So you're still in that room. There's just a load of stuff around you to rifle through, and then there's no Matthew, but you can look for Matthew anyway, and Beth shot off behind you.
I'm gonna try and make my way like downstairs as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So you want to dash 5, 10, 20, 30 gets you to the end of the corridor. You could use your action to move down to get behind Beth, or you could do whatever the fuck you want. I don't know.
Yeah, I get use my action.
Yeah, cool. So you are down alongside Beth. You're both on the like the bottom 2 stairs, as the corner is just there in front of you. You had more movements. You could run around the corner if you want, but I mean, it's up to you if you want to run the corner into the open.
I'll stay where I am for now.
Okay. Sure. I'm just saying. I don't want to sway you, but
use Beth as a meat shield.
Okay. Graves, you're up. John's up. Greg's with you. They've kind of roughly filled you in on what's going on, and you're at the back of the house.
Let's go then. Show me this window. And just kind of go the way that he points me, I guess.
Yeah. So you're going to make your way towards that open window they broke in?
Yep.
Cool. Cool. So with your double dash movement, you'll get to the window.
Cool.
John?
I'll just do the
Same thing as before, right? Yeah. Sweet. Fucking 18 back out. No. Okay, no. And Greg's up next, so he's going to do the same. Follow you in. I need to delete all these guys because it's confusing me. Come on, Greg. And sorry, back round to the top again, Luke.
So I can see them through the.
So you're at the bottom of
the... Miss Beth's go?
No, Beth comes after.
Luke just had his go.
Yeah, Luke just had his go. So we must miss Beth.
Because you went down the stairs.
He did it, yeah, but we've gone all the way through everyone. So you must have missed your go the one before.
No, because I went down the stairs first.
You went down the stairs.
Luke's go
first.
Luke looked for a sword, then I went downstairs.
Then you went downstairs. Yeah, so you missed your go on the last round. So it's your round. It's yours. I went straight to Graves from Luke the second time. Because when he came down the stairs behind you, you should have had a go. That's what I missed.
Okay, it doesn't really matter. So we still need to find thing. I'm going to make a play to go into the room where everyone is, where they're holding the door.
They're holding the door, right? So as you... Okay, so you're just going to make a move. So as you look around the corner, I will just rearrange the bits I hadn't rearranged. So what you see is something akin to this. So yeah, you should peek around the corner. What you'll be seeing across is almost like a clear hallway, and then there's the two guys are up facing the door with everything they can barricaded up against that front door.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about them. So if that's the case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the middle of the room, outside of their range.
Mm-hmm. So when you say middle of the room, where do you want to go? Here?
Sort of that further back from
further back.
Sort of the window behind, nearer the window, so I don't go past them, just in case.
Oh, okay, yeah. And you stealthy?
No.
Okay, so they will. You are just walking into the room, walking around. So yeah, they will. Cool. So 30 gets you up to the window.
Then I'm going to use a dash as my action, and I'm going to move further towards the room at the end, see if I can find that room.
So there is so as you to go all the way around the outside, or to cut across. There is a door here. I just don't have a door.
Okay. So there's a door there. Okay, I'm going to head towards that door. Okay. Across.
Okay. Oh, staying outside of attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
So you'll get to just before it.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
I've already used my action anyway, so it's not like I can do anything else.
Yeah. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna re-get this right. It might be better to get.
No, just go from normal and just ignore my last missed turn.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it would be Luke then. We'll just reverse it, go Luke, and then go Graves after. So one of theirs is already gone. So you Luke.
Okay, so I've got 2 first aid kits.
Mm-hmm.
So can I throw them to John and Graves as part of my move?
You can.
You wouldn't know that we're injured, though.
Well,
Yeah, that's
you
what
like-
I was
yeah.
going
I
to
was
say.
gonna
Like,
say
You could
guys
move
are
up to the
like-
window and be like, "Oh, what's up, guys?"
I was gonna say, you guys look like you need this, and throw in the first aid kits.
You could walk up to the window and pass them. I mean, you could throw them, which would be funny because I make you roll for it. But it might be easier to walk up and pass it to them.
I'll throw it.
So from the safety of that corner, you shout out, "You guys look like you might need these," and just try and launch 2 first aid kits through the window. Give me 2 dexterity rolls. Just D20 plus dex.
So 2 rolls and then the highest one.
No. For the 2 kits.
1 for each kit.
one for each kit.
Oh, okay. God, I got 2 4s.
Is that including your modifier?
So
Yeah,
the
that
first.
includes- I rolled 2 2s.
So
That's
good.
a fail.
You rolled 2 2s. So the first one you try to overarm, and it hits above the window, doof, and then falls down. So it lands just in front. I mean, it's not very far throw to make it. So the second one, you're like, got it, underarm, and you go to like frisbee throw it, and do exactly the same thing. Just twat it into the top, doof, hits the window, falls down. You two are at the window, and you just hear him shout it, and go to like ready yourself to catch, and just poof, poof. It's like, what? Looking back, like, what the fuck? Luke's just like, thumbs up. Cool. Goes
You
back.
never played cricket when you was a kid, did you?
He's too busy cooking, wasn't he? Burning food. Cool. So there's 2 first aid kits. What did you throw? Med kits or first aid kits? Because slightly different. Did you write down which ones you had?
First aid, 'cause I got 2 of them.
Okay. I'll remind myself what bloody first aid.
Does that
kits
mean that they now disappear, or can they be picked up?
No, they can be picked up. They're on the floor. Yes, the first aid kit's the better one. So yeah, if you use them, they're 1d4 plus your medicine check. Cool. So you've done that. That's your action. You've thrown those. So Grace, round to you.
Step into the window and kind of look to my left, like just to assess where the room is before I pick anything up.
Okay, yeah, cool. So yeah, it will take you 10 to get in, and then so as without a perception check, you'll see barren room. You can just see the 2 guys in front of you that have just shoved the 2 big long wooden tables, the benches, the chair, anything they can find is just shoved up against that door. And they're kind of staring at it as every so often you're hearing a scrabble, and every so often there's a bang at the front door.
Are they like trying to like hold the tables in place, like using strength to do it?
Yeah, they've kind of prepped them, and then when they're wobbling, they're getting in and holding them where they are. But at the moment, their eyes are on where this going to hold if they step back, or do they have to stand there? They're not braced against the door. They can move away, but they're almost assessing how strong this barricade is and whether it's going to hold.
And I don't recognise them from the guys that were around there before. Walk up and help them.
No, you'd recognise. You might recognise the one furthest away from you having the same dark hair as the guy that shouted out the window.
Okay. Go up to like the closest guy with whatever movement and just kind of help them hold the tables in place.
So 10. Yeah, you can get
Have you
there.
picked up the med kit, the first aid kit?
Can I say you're not
I'm
even taking
not
my
picking it
med
up.
kit?
Just left it on the floor, like, oh, for God's sake. Cool. John. So that's your movement. So you have an action if you want an action.
Just kind of look across to them, the guys that are there, and just kind of help them with it.
Okay.
And just kind of de-escalate the tension between people that aren't zombies. Oh, Ian's, sorry.
Ian's. Oh, God, Ian's. Perfect. John.
Okay, I'm going to move in and can I pick up both first aid kits?
Yeah,
Use
yeah.
one?
Yeah, you can pick up and use one. Pick up both, use one.
Yeah.
So just make sure you've got one spare. So yeah, you to use one, that's your action, and it's a D. Does it with D4?
Yeah, it's D4.
It's D4, that one.
Well, one of my things is when I'm regaining hit points, I get minimum.
That's on a
Constitution.
short rest or.
It's only rest, not even
Yeah,
that-
this is like the same as a health kit. So yeah, this will be you roll a D4, you take that plus whatever your medicine addition is, which I think is your wisdom.
Okay, in that case, I get 0.
You got a minus medicine.
Yeah, I got -1 medicine.
You won't be minuses. It'll only be pluses. So whatever the dice is, it has to do something.
1.
So you get 1 health point back. Good use of the first aid kit.
So that was worth it.
Yeah. No, on that it's a plus only. It's not going to minus off. Jesus, imagine minus off health using the health kit. I used the bandage. What did you do? I gave myself 7 paper cuts. I'm dying. Cool. So that's your. You've still got a bit of. You've moved through. You've picked up. You've still got a bit of movement if you wanted to use it, or you can hold where you are.
I'm kind of blocking the window, so I sort of moved into the room a bit, just around the corner.
I just thought, imagine being downed by a first aid kit.
Exactly. I was just like, so you can get to around here if you want, a bit closer if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. Oh, the antiseptic, it stings. Oh.
Yeah, I'm allergic to latex. Shit. Especially 1 health point as well. Jesus Christ, imagine that. God, what farce. Okay. It is. This guy's go. It's the guy furthest away. So, Beth, as you've kind of walked round, the guy that's closer to you, this guy here, kind of turns as he's watching. He's like, "What do you want? What are you doing here? Are you going to help?"
You took our friend.
We'll get your friend back. Just can you help us with this?
Where is he?
He's in the room.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Well, give me the key.
Help us with this. That's his go.
They will help.
You can that will be his. It's his 6 seconds, right? Motherfucker. Used on my good rolls trying to kill Dave. Greg, what's up, buddy? Oh, I forgot about the man up front. No, he's not doing so good. Old Rambo. Greg will fight 10. He's just gonna run up to. I mean, he's come through the window. He's seen his best buddy in the world, Luke, there. Just, what should I do? What do you want me to do? To you, Luke.
I think we should help these guys.
Okay. So he will just run alongside you, Graves. That'll take his full movement. He won't. I think he'll probably hold for something, but what it is, we don't know. That's done. So, back round to the front. From your, you said you were going to help Graves, right? With when you got in there, could you roll me a? No, don't run me anything because I think this is above rolls. So this guy it's this guy here that you're next to. He sees you come in to help, and he's like, "I'm not sure how long this is going to hold. We need to. Do you think we can take these on?" To you, Graves.
Just look around the room and I'm like, "How many are there?" I came from the bag.
From what we saw coming in. Maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe more now. Who even knows? We've not got anyone outside. We've just got this door taking this pounding as the door again, and the door's starting to look frayed. Like the middle of the door is caving a little bit, and they've tried to like pressure the hinges to keep them in, but you feel like this door's not got long left in it. It doesn't look like it's the best barricaded.
Maybe if you got any like booze or anything, we can try and throw something from upstairs. Set it alight.
Fuck no. Do you see what we've got around you is what we've got. That's it.
Right. Walk round to the window that's to like my right.
So we'll hold that was his go.
All right, that was his go.
Yeah, so it goes back to you're being a bit. It's just because he'll be talking to you. So at the moment they're not trying to kill each other, which is good. Luke, you are still on the corner of the After throwing the first aid kits, John's picked them up and run off. It's round to you.
After telling Greg to help out, I'm also going to help out.
Yeah. So you're going to go position yourself anywhere? Close to the front or a bit further back? Where would you fancy?
I'll go next to Greg.
Friends! Oh, shit, not Trevor.
Just push me over.
He's pretty big. It's like your bear.
Good old Shaggy.
Yeah. Cool. You can ready in action?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm the same. Beth. So you've had this back and forth. The guy said he'll give you the keys if you guys help out.
They are helping.
Get in here and help us. As the door moves again.
I charge the door.
The door that Matthew's supposed to be in.
Yeah.
Roll strength.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Saving it for the good stuff. So you look at him, and he looks back at you, and he's like, come on! And you just turn back, run, and with a short step you get straight through into that door. The lock pops off, door smashes open, and you're greeted as you kind of fall into the room, greeted with just a dark, a properly dusty, dark, damp room. There's no windows to be seen. It's almost pitch black in there. You can see a few boxes out to your right and some scattered stuff, but as you're squinting, that's what you get as first look.
So I can't see nothing.
As you peer through, you can't. You're just seeing boxes and it's dark, so you have to like get in and try and.
I'll use the rest of my movement to get into the room.
Get into the room and find him. Cool. So you get into and you're fighting through the boxes, and as you call through, in the back corner you see the familiar attire of Matthew. He has like it's almost like a sack over his head, and you can see that he's been bound. He's got cable tied feet but handcuffed hands.
Well, I've done my actions, so I can't really do anything.
But yeah, he's just in the corner.
I will like kind of shout out to him and be like, if you're conscious, move, just move your head or something.
Okay. And you get no movement back from him.
Yeah.
Grace, back around to you.
Yeah, head I suppose behind Luke and Greg to the window at the bottom just to see what's outside first.
Yeah, cool. Roll a perception check.
Just to kind of give a rough estimate as to how many are pushing against the door. 6. You, as you're looking across, you can see because the window's here. It was moving to like behind them, where that bottom
across,
window
right?
is. Yeah.
So as you look across, you can see that there's a rabble in front. You can see there's a few dead bodies lying about, and in the middle, you can see the full visage. What you notice of the guy that you were fighting at the back is on the floor, looking like he's not moving anymore, being trampled by what you make out to be. Again, between 5 and 10 out there, but it looks like some of them have been taken down. That guy, if he did get round there, looks like he did some damage before he went down. Where he then stands up again, who knows? But
Just shout across to the guys at the front that are holding the door. Just like, if we open the door to them, we could probably take them one at a time, as long as we're all swinging to fight them off. We can do this. And kind of look to like inspire them. If only I was a leader.
Yeah, if only.
So yeah, just be like, I'm a fighter. Yeah.
Leads go.
Okay. So yeah, be like, if we open the door, we can take them one by one. It's a narrow area for them to pass through. There can only be one or two that come in at a time.
Okay. Yeah, you the guy next to you gets back and goes, I mean, we can't just fucking sit here and hold this all night, can we? So it's as good a plan as any. And that goes to you, John.
Okay, so seeing these guys, I'm just back in a raid and I run and take a swing at the one nearest Graves and Greg and Luke.
This guy.
Yeah, but like not with my hammer, just with my fist.
Okay, cool. So you get up behind him. Roll an attack.
I just shout no as he does it.
Yeah.
4.
4. Okay. So you.
Oh, sorry, no, because it'll be unarmed unless I win a proficiency. Would I have proficiency?
I
don't think it's going to matter anyway.
It doesn't matter if you've got a 4. Yeah.
I'll roll a 1. It'd be
no, you know that. Fair enough. So you almost as you're spotting around, you're creeping around. You're seeing the rest of these guys come forward, but you've seen it's like almost like mixed messages. Graves is there and helping, but Graves is always helping, right? You've got Greg and Luke moving around the corner, kind of shuffling around, waiting to do something. Beth's just shot in and smashed through a door one side. As they're shouting, you've spotted your opportunity and you've charged forward and completely. You rolled a 1, right?
Yeah, no.
That's a critical fail. You slide past and clatter into the barricade that's there, seemingly weakening the barricade that's in front as you've missed the guy and just gone bang into this. And this is it's like a set of like big tables that are pushed up and stuff trying to wedge in everywhere. It's not that well held together, and you've just gone head over like arse over tit into it. Poof, you've hit the barricade, weakened it slightly from where it was. Cool. So you've crushed him, and there's the banging on the door. And as you get yourself up and pull yourself out, you get fired forward as the door and the barricade pushes back, and the gap between a gap big enough for maybe one to come through at a time comes in as you are stepping. You've kind of forced these guys back a square, shall we say? The doors opened, all the barricades have moved back, and you've gone whoa as you've come like kind of pushed through with the force. There's a gap there now where you're starting to hear as things are trying to pull their way through. You can just see hands and starting of faces starting to pull through. That was John, right?
Yeah.
The guy. Okay.
Do it.
The guy on your left is the one that has just seen Beth push through after he's saying, help and we'll sort it out. He's bust through the door anyway. He's like, fuck's sake, turns back. You've just come flying over the shoulder and broken it, and now the door's open. And he's like, you fucking... And I think he's going to just fucking swing for you because you've been a bell end, and he's seen this guy fucking not listen. You've just done this, and he's like, fuck. So he's just going to take a swing at you across. That's a 17 roll.
That hits.
And he'll just throw a punch, so it's 2 points of damage.
That's me down again.
You fucking cheese, mate. So he fucking right swings, just like fuck, and just swings with his hand, clats you on the back of the head as weak as you are, you go forward, poof, unconscious. Graves, you see this happen in a flash of an eye, right? It's like 12 seconds. He runs in, you're like, no! He misses. Poof, door bursts open. You catch the hand starting to pull through as this guy goes, fuck, hits him, and then poof, jumps down, face down in the ground. Understand. I don't understand either. As he poof, hits the ground, that's it.
So I say Luke thinks to himself, next note to self, keep hold of your first aid kits.
Luke will remember this. It's Greg's hold. Greg is completely confused now. Okay, let's roll. Greg, why are you messing with Greg, right? Greg has been told to help out. He's seen Beth by Luke, but he's seen Beth run through a door, and he's seen John trying to attack a guy and then get knocked out. So,
can I turn to him and say anything?
Yeah.
Oh, can I just say in general?
He's going to roll a d4. 1 and 2, he's going to attack that guy. 3 or 4, he's going to help. What you say might sway the by 1 point either way.
We need to work together. We need to open the door and hit them one at a time coming through. We can talk about all this afterwards.
Okay. If he rolls a 1, he's attacking him.
Yep.
Oh, I could roll on the table, couldn't I? Oh, I can do it on here. Oh, it's a 4. It's a 4. Cool. So he runs. Greg steps round to brace with his strength. He pushes you, kind of pushes you out of the way, and he's got hold of the table, the table that's holding one of the doors. So, let me get off there. So where the door is pushed open and the barricade's pushing back, he's gone and held the door, and then there's a table. He's got the table, which is kind of stopping this door opening anymore, hoping to hold up there and stem the flow. So he'll be rolling kind of like strength checks each round to keep the flow from this side of the door to a single hole. So the door is open. This guy's stepped back. John's gone down. Matthew's been found in the back room. And we're about to start what was like round 9 of combat, which is great. But if we found Matthew, I think we might stop there. Leave the board where it is, and you guys to come back with the door open, Greg bracing the door, John's unconscious, Matthew's been found but potentially unconscious in a room. And you've got 2 people that you've, mildly maybe got allies or pissed off.
We start the next session with Dylan driving a car into the zombies.
Yeah.
So I was parking.